Good evening, the fine folks of VRML Breachers. Of course, on the North American side of things, we are back to my side of the pond. I was helping out with the EU stuff this morning. My name is Martini. I have Juice in the booth with me, and of course, I have Colt in the booth with me. Today, we'll be going into the next set of matches for the NA side of things. If you aren't aware, we just had games 1 and 2 were played yesterday. Today, we have games 3 and 4, and this is a single elimination tournament. Whoever ends up winning the game today will then move on. The games today will move on, play in semifinals against each other. And of course, next Saturday will be Acer and Fire playing against each other. That'll be the other matchup. And then whoever wins and loses those will then go on to play matches next Sunday. And that will be it for the NA side of things. And of course, we'll be able to crown the grand champions. We'll see if it ends up being Acer again or another squad. They haven't always been the top, but they've been them many time again. How are y'all feeling about today?
I am feeling great. I'm so excited to see this, and we can already see the map choice, but I mean, we'll save that for a second. But I am super ready for this. I am ecstatic.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see another VRML match. You know me, I'm just happy to be here, happy to watch another one. So I'm excited. We have a pretty good matchup here too. And I mean, we did just see Ragnarok EU play, so kind of excited to see how Ragnarok NA plays.
Yeah, it's always great seeing the different orgs and the multi-region orgs and seeing how good both teams are. Are they at the same level within the regions? Are they different? Acer EU obviously being another team, Acer being a big team on the NA side of things. So it'll be exciting to see how we go forward. Let's check out some of the matchups between these two teams. F3, we've seen them, since season 0, 5-2 this particular season. Ragnarok, though, pretty solid win, but also not the best in terms of some of the losses. So 9-6 for this season. How do we feel about this?
I mean, F3's always been top of the chart. They've always been one of the teams that can compete with Acer, so that's always awesome. And a team like Ragnarok just coming out of nowhere, like you said, 9-6. I mean, that's not a bad record. Just squeaking into the playoffs. I mean, look at the seeding. I'm pretty sure it is, F3 is the 2nd seed, Ragnarok coming in at the 7, so the spot right before the CC finals. So we're getting into this, and we're going to my favorite map in the video game, Mall. I cannot wait to watch this.
Are you joking?
Yeah.
No, I love Mall. I love
Dam.
Dam. Dam is so fun. I love this.
I thought I heard you say Mall. Am I crazy? Chad, did he say
did
Mall?
I say Mall? Did I say Mall?
Chad, did he say Mall or am I insane?
I might have. I think I did actually. Damn. Damn is. I like Mall.
Oh, okay. I thought I was genuinely insane. I'm like.
Damn is where we're going, and this is my favorite map. I love this.
I was like, huh. I must have.
My fault. I don't know.
I must have been a lapse in hearing just for a split second there.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on, Cole. We are going into Damn, not Mall.
Yeah, not Mall.
Well, I mean, Dam's one of my favorite maps. It's very even. If you have a good team that can push the site and get good gun skill, you're going to win some great rounds. But the defense is also there, too, with the new C4 added and the new clones. So I'm super excited. It's Kai already getting shot out to 46 HP because Drone got him out. Place Spacer is pushing security while Stewart is watching that B door. Rezi A probably trying to push out. Stewart holding a lean angle as Rezi just trying to jiggle peek. Nothing really too aggressive yet over here for either of these teams. We do see a little bit of a flank as Waves gets foam on wall, getting ready to push this A side.
A side definitely going to be the plant of choice at this point for the Ragnarok players. Breach coming out there. Oh, shots coming out there from Tasty, but Kai coming in with their own C4 in rebuttal. Colton, though, taking so much damage, takes down Stewart, though, and gets shot down. This is going frag for frag. Rezi down with their own pick. Now only 2 players left. Dopia's barely escaping that, but so much damage. J-Bro taking out the last one. Now coming down is Dopius there, takes down one of the other F3 players.
So winnable for Dopius. Both these players are low. He does only have a Cyclone, which sucks. But I mean, a single bullet kills a Resi right here, and Kai probably 2-shot to the body. So definitely a winnable spot. And Dopius does have the health advantage. I mean, he has more health than both these players combined. But you see what Resi and Kai are doing. They're both holding cross angles. So whoever Dopius swings first, the other player is going to have their back. So we got to see how Dopius plays this. Seems like he's going to crouch walk and try to take out Kai, and he does! Takes him out. But now on 1 health. So whoever hits who first wins this.
Oh!
Dopius trying to go for that EUP, just barely. Rexy turns his head just in time to see him run past. And I mean, that was such a great back and forth matchup right there, as we saw refrags after refrags after refrags, and great utility. We did see a C4 come out and been used to grab a pickup for the F3 side. Great match over there.
Great matchup right now between these duos, getting down to the wire. Imagine being both players. You have maybe a bullet to spare, maybe a second bullet if they shoot your foot, I guess. But things were not looking great right now for them. But I'm sure F3 was very happy about where that ended up. And you're right, that was a ideal situation because, again, it just goes to show how important it is to have another life, regardless of the amount of help. I've seen people do some great value off of only what a single health. I think one of the EU games in particular, I saw someone do so much damage and they had a single health, somehow dodging all the bullets, but doesn't matter, works out in their favor as we come now in round 2 Ragnarok, trying to figure out how to pierce this Formula 3 defense.
Aggressive defense from F3, playing outside bathroom and by the map's area. Bathroom wall now popped, so that gives another angle for Ragnarok, but J-Bro taking out one early, getting really aggressive, swinging through the smoke, trying to catch Ice Beast off guard. I actually think the drone missed. No, the drone actually saw him. Stewart shoots through the drone, or shoots through the smoke rather. Takes out J-Bro, so now we're at a 4-4 standstill.
I mean, they evened it up with that kill, but the drone is going to get a little more information. I wonder if it's all Colton over on the flank as the nade goes out, not finding anyone, barely doing chip damage over to Ice Beast. Now getting ready to switch up into the main drone. Now Wallbang's going as Colton swings, takes down Ice Beast, Waves takes down Colton. And Kai coming up with a flank. Mike has Dopius off guard, maybe finding 2 as he grabs 1. Rexy grabbing Waves now.
Oh my goodness, Stewart takes the 1, takes the 2. Can they get the triple? I don't think they're ready for a Tasty there. Ring around the rosy, of course. This is going to be slightly in their favor. No, they clutch it up, and Stewart is a god there.
Oh, like you said, I mean, it doesn't matter how much health you have. Look at Stewart on 3 health, but guess what? They won the round, and he was just that little tiny bit of health secures them that. So Ragnarok took a left hook, but they came right back with the right hook of their own. So they're tying it up 1 apiece, and a good matchup so far. And I love watching new maps. This is the first time in playoffs that I've watched. Damn, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's such a diverse map, and it can really go either way, offense or defense. So it's such a cool map to watch, and I think we're really in for a treat for this first map.
Yeah, I mean, we did see Stewart with a 1v3 clutch, you know, just showing how much of a gun skill is really needed for these maps. I mean, we saw him pretty much get pinched, but still able to pick it up. And I mean, the drone work and the smokes were very useful for both teammates right there. So
That indeed we come into now the upcoming 3rd round right now between Formula 3 and Ragnarok. Wondering, what is Ragnarok going to do this time around? It worked out in their favor in the last round. We'll see if they can do another one in this round. An aggressive defense from F3. 1, 2, 3 players offsite the pre-opened wall right here. So they're going to be playing off this site as much as they can.
They're playing it perfectly too. When you open up that wall, you need someone watching that back door that Waves is on. That's why Tasty's there with that static on the door, just kind of jiggle peeking, waiting for them to shoot that static out. And Tasty's playing off of that, but off on the backside, Colton about to get triple swung by these players. They're gonna throw a flashbang actually. Flashman, Colton stuck on the wall. So Icebeat gets a 1-for-1. Kai actually takes out 2, gets refragged. 3-3 now, but a lot of damage off on the Ragnarok side. You see Dopius and Waves both low, and Waves taken out with an Omen. Leaving just and that's a great nade, and oh, it was actually an unprimed grenade. Wow, I don't know what just happened right there, but J-Bro with one of his own, leaving Dopiest by himself in a peculiar situation, but he dwindles the numbers just a little bit with that headshot.
Yeah, I mean, 1v2 with the Marui, that's very winnable, but Rexy K does finish it up.
Oh!
And
Oh.
I think I missed what happened. What just happened? How did he die?
he got TK'd by J-Bro's grenade.
Yeah, I think it was meant to be a joke. They're supposed to catch it. You know, you don't always catch every nade that is thrown your way, so it's fine. F3 is gonna be happy about all this as they come into the upcoming round with a win in the pocket. And honestly, I think a pretty solid game. They're going head for head, a lot of shots and a lot of picks on both sides.
It was perfect too. The aggression that F3's playing with, you saw them popping that wall, having Tasty watching their backside as Colton was trying to watch the breach. I mean, it was a really good setup that they had, and that's what you have to do in playoffs. You can't really just sit back in sight because the offense is going to take advantage of that, especially with the utility. And that, I mean, F3 is really countering. So I expect them to play more aggressive, but honestly, it doesn't really seem like that right now. The last time they played out in the map in bathroom area, but it seems like they're more tucked in sight this time, but they do have Kai upstairs.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Kai will run out here. Very risky, and he does, but not finding anyone. Everyone was pretty much just below him, and honestly, that was smart by Kai since there was no one really right there. Don't play it risky and overextend. Geek play spacer is coming from downstairs, maybe going for a B rotate after he gets through door blocker, and a lot of util over on both sides. Ensign going out is gonna find a kill onto Ice Beast as Drone is going to, I believe, take down those trips. Now in a 2v4 situation, and a D1 nade is gonna take down Dopiest. Now leaving it to a 3v5. No, never mind. Colton takes down Stewart as well. Now it's a 2v5. Colton going for the ace now. Geek Playspacer kills one. Colton is gonna go back for the kill, but J-Bro is going to pick it up. Now in a 4v1 situation, and Colton does find the final kill.
Definitely going to be happy about that one. Finishing that out for the F3. Oh my goodness, they're doing a good job.
Colton was holding that down. I mean, that dude had such a good grenade throw over that little model. Oh man, and it wasn't guided throwing either. He kind of just like threw it around the corner. It went right over the model onto Dopiest's feet, blew him up. Perfect. I mean, it was like right below his feet. So perfectly executed. And F3 on a bit of a run here, 3-1, but Ragnarok is still not out of it. They got to try to get one of these rounds back. But I mean, you look at the economy on F3 and they are balling in the money. All of them have full buy rifles, 4 Maruis, 1 Vezin, all the util in the world. So it's going to be a hard round for Ragnarok, but anything is possible.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Ragnarok is finding some good picks. They just need to get those refrags set up, and I think this was the round where we almost saw a 1v2 clutch and great refrags with awesome util over from both sides. So this would be a very important round to win, as they have full bot Maruis and your economy is looking not too good. But Kai and J-Bro is playing on those stairs, very aggressive, which might not be a bad idea as Trips and Static are on that door. So not too worried about them running in. Colton's waiting for, or Waves is waiting for Kai's run out as Geek Playspacer coming through security. Shoots at Tasty, but not finding any damage.
Again, a very aggressive defense by F3. Several players offside. Kai playing aggressive, trying to take out Ice Beast. Waves right next to them. Takes the pick with the blinded body. I don't know how they managed that. Kai going ring around the rose in the back, and they're fighting, and everyone is fighting across map right now. Hard to keep up with these two, but it's still an even trade, 2-2.
That really looked like it was going to go F3's way. I don't know how it ended up turning into a 2-2, but Rexy and Colton gonna try to clutch up this defense, but Stewart and Ice Beast, I think Stewart's gonna go for a smart rotate here, get back with his teammate so they don't split up. And Colton is actually by himself in the A objective, so if there was a time to take the site, this would be it. Stewart actually just grabs a Marui off the ground, but I don't know what the plan is here on offense because it seems like they're going to the roof. Would we maybe see a B rotate?
Honestly, they might be going for a save as well. I mean, you have 2 Maruis now in a 1v2 situation, but no, it doesn't seem like that, as Rexy is going to find Ice Beast on that window, is going to ping him, but again, it's kind of just neutral. They kind of just took that ground and barely not seeing Rexy. Colton is going to rotate to try helping him, and I mean, it's kind of just neutral right now. They're taking their time, 30 seconds left, so they have to do something fast. As Ice Beast goes in, Rexy getting one. Stewart trying to find the refrag, and Rexy finishing it out.
I was wondering what they were going to do in that specific moment. I thought they're going to commit to the push on the other side, maybe play through the hatch instead. I was kind of shocked they actually played like the other hatch, you know, near the side they can run right in the B, but it didn't quite happen there. It looked like they were thinking of maybe rotating, thinking of maybe going for that push, but kind of ended up stopping it before it happened.
And I think the rotate took too long. I don't know. Because Stewart went onto the roof to get back to Ice Beast in the little break room area, but then they went right back to the roof to try to rotate it. I don't know. I think they took too long to develop that, and they put themselves in a bad spot. They didn't jump into the window until that 30-second time limit hit, and the F3 team was just ready for that Resi, getting that 2-piece right there. So looking pretty good on the F3 side. I mean, it is now the side flip, so everyone's going to buy out. Everyone in the game has full buy rifles except Stewart. He does have a Cadillo, but pretty equal guns other than that.
Yeah, and we're going to see a lot, and I mean a lot of util being placed on these doors for the F3 side. Kind of just like stopping the push before it even happens in some way, but we're also going to see a lot of nades that are going to come out from both sides. Nade not finding anyone. C4 also being used, and they blew the wall with the other C4. So that's both C4s down. At this point, now you only have just a couple more util to stop the plant, and nade going out again. I mean, they're kind of just stopping them before they can get in, using all the util they can before, not having to worry about them actually getting into sight.
I'm kind of confused what's been happening the last 40 seconds. Anyways, Geeked able to get down Gabriel. That's going to be a great pick upon entrance. Trying to get the wall bangs on Colton. Getting a couple connections there, but not more than some chip damage as Ice Beast coming in contact with Colton. Another pick there. Kai not ready. What is going on right now? No one is ready on the F3 side.
Oh man, Ice Beast had some really good picks right there, and Ragnarok in a really good spot right here. Up 4-2, and whoa, Resi blinded, able to take out one. It's all up to Tasty now. Win a 1v2. He instant that door off that Waves was about to push, so it kind of blocked him off. Dopius is inside behind the chassis. I wonder if they're going to try to plant here. Waves crouch walks in. They basically just switch sides now, so Dopius can now watch. And Tasty sitting close on that bomb. I wonder when he's going to swing, but Dopius is sitting there waiting for it. Waves just now getting that EMP down, and he swings, takes out one. Dopius was not ready to get the pick.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dopius was just a little bit too far to the right of that corner. As Tasty does see Dopius, and I mean, at that point, Waves had his back turned. Dopius, unfortunately, went way too far to the right of the wall, and just could not see Tasty swing out in time.
Here we go, going for the half side switch. At this point, we're going to second half. 5-1 for the F3 side. Ragnarok on one. Looking a little complicated for them, as I'd be a little scared going forward, but again, clutch moments there. I'm going to be honest, I don't think F3 should have won that one. I think with the 2-1 advantage, they were able to maybe potentially get that plant. It just didn't quite work out in the way that they had intended. And yet here we are, 5-1, trying to see if Ragnarok can invoke that 5-1 curse. But part of me says I think we're going to be seeing probably a 7-2, 7-3 win.
I could see that, but I always say we got to see how Ragnarok's defense is doing. We just saw their offense was not the best, but you never know. Some team can just be bad at offense on a certain map, or they just had a bad half. I mean, if they can come out the gates and take a pistol round, I think that'd be setting them up pretty good, especially economy-wise, because then it'll spring them forward to being able to buy whatever SMGs they want, Cadillos. So we got to see how this pistol round unfolds, but I think Ragnarok is not out of it quite yet. But I mean, F3 is doing a really good job so far.
Yeah, and I mean, they're pretty much pushing straight in as they have wall foam from security and now blown. Now about to get drone going out into the A. Instant going out. Does look like immediately swings off of that, and Ice Beast getting taken down super low as Heat Playspacer does find the end of that Ensign, and second Ensign thrown out. Trying to find something, and Ice Beast so low. Throws an Ensign himself. That is 3 Ensign used already. Ice Beast pushing up. He is at 1 HP. A wall is blown and getting ready to push in. Colton goes straight into it. Kai finds Waves. Colton finds Stewart. And Colton also finds Iceberg. Dopius finds Kai. Colton full pushes, finds Dopius. And now we leave Ragnarok in a 1v4 situation.
1v4, not looking great as 3 players come down to rain bullets on the Ragnarok. Let me get that little replay real quick as a beautiful entrance from Colt in here, able to take out the 1, take out the 2, able to finish up and get that last one with Adopius. I did not think they're gonna be able to get this one, but of course F3 does what F3 does, and for some reason they always get the craziest buffs when we go into playoffs, and here we are yet again.
Crazy buff, and I mean, we're seeing it here, up 6-1 already. So Ragnarok with their backs against the wall, I mean, in a really bad spot. Ragnarok's gonna either have to win, they're gonna have to win 6 rounds in a row, and that's not an easy task. F3 just needs 1. So, and we're actually gonna see an aggressive buy. Colton's actually gonna go Marui here on 2nd round. He's trying to end this game right this second.
Yeah, very risky, but at this point it's match point. So if you do get this off and you win this, then your economy doesn't matter at the end. But we're only going to see SMGs over for the Ragnarok side. So these buys can be very useful.
Useful indeed as we go on forward. Deep flash going in there. I do think it might have stuck somebody. Tasty getting knocked out by Geeks there. And a beautiful incense. Colton taking so much damage, but look at the Ragnarok side already. 1, 2, 3 down. Tasty going in. Ice Beast with their own double frag there. Now having to fight against the full might of the F3 squad on. By the way, it is match point.
It is match point. Ice Beast is going to have to ace if he wants Ragnarok to have a chance in this. We actually see a flank from J-Bro. Kai's actually inside as well, and Colton ends it off right there with that headshot onto Ice Beast, and F3 with a dominant 5-1 on this map 1. So not the best spot to be in Ragnarok. I wonder if we're going to see maybe a timeout just to have these teams come together and try to figure something out, because this map was just, it was all F3 from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, especially on that last round, you could just see the aggression as Tasty got 1. Rexy immediately with him grabbed 2 of his own, and then Tasty grabbed another. It's kind of like they were mopping the floor with Ragnarok right then. So we're going to have to see something improve for the Ragnarok squad, or, you know, F3 is just going to keep doing the same thing, and it's going to work.
F3 going into round 2 with a win already, 7-1 against Ragnarok. They'll be happy. Remember, this is, at least in this current phase, best of 3 series. You only need to get 2 map wins in order to move on. And of course, play the next set of matches next weekend. Otherwise, if you get eliminated, you're out. This is it. It's a single elimination. There isn't a backup bracket. There isn't a loser's bracket to come back through. Unfortunately, that is it. That is going to be the end of your season. And we'll have to see you next season. And hopefully you had a good one. But hey, how did we feel about the performance in the last one? F3 did a pretty good job in 7-1. I think a pretty dominant showing.
It was aggressive on both sides too. I mean, they did super aggressive defense, and you saw that on that last attack round. They just walked in. I mean, I don't really know. They just had that. I forget if it was. I think it was Colton. He just had that Cadillo, and I think he got a 3K right there. Just kind of took over the objective, and Ragnarok was not ready for it. They were not, and it showed. But hopefully they can turn it around here, as we are going to go to Hideout for the second map. So a more commonly known map.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to Hideout. Ragnarok is starting on the offensive side, which, in my opinion, Hideout's one of those even ones. So it's whoever can push better and whoever can get those utils down. But a lot of people will say that it's an offensive side map and it's an aggressive map. So hopefully we'll see Ragnarok doing something different. I mean, we didn't really get to see them perform well on offense on Dam, so hopefully they can switch something around.
I hope they do switch something around. I think the teams might be waiting for us, so we can probably get started whenever they are ready. F3 going to be on the defending side this time around. Hideout, Ragnarok obviously starting on the attacking side themselves. And I don't know, I mean, F3's performance on Dam was so good. I'm kind of tempted to think that they're probably going to be fine going into Hideout. We might be maybe finishing up pretty soon in a, 2-map series. But hey, I've been surprised. Again, I'd love to see Ragnarok break expectations as we go right into a Hideout. Of course, one of the bread and butter maps of Breachers.
Already throwing a blank. Be Bad versus, it was Ragnarok, right? And that was a kind of an underdog game. I did not think Be Bad was going to win that, and they ended up winning 2-0 in a pretty dominant fashion too. So I mean, just because Ragnarok is the lower seed, and just because they lost map 1 does not mean they can't come back. So I have faith. Dopiest is the best Breachers player in the game. I could see them coming back and winning this. They got to start out with something though. They got to come out the gates firing. They can't start out losing pistol rounds.
Yeah, like you said, they have to come out the gate strong, and they have to keep that aggression going. You can't give any slack to F3, or they will take it, and they will run with it. Kai is already on a super aggressive hold, and we're gonna see the start of the push coming pretty slowly.
J-Bro taking some initial shots there. I'm shocked that they were not able to get a pick. Geeked, actually, going to be the one to shut that one down. F3 playing very aggressive. One of those players out already. Pretty spread out, though. We see some folks in the bedroom. And, of course, one on A site. Only Kai.
A double hold in bedroom is actually kind of devious. That's actually a little bit surprising, but Tacey and Colton are trying to hold that down. But look at the A site. You only have Kai in there by himself. It seems like Rezzy's going to rotate over, but man, not a good spot. And look at Geek. He's just going to crouch walk in. He's right behind the bomb. Might catch a player off guard. He does take out Kai, but he's refragged. Geek and Dopiest getting one of their own. But look at F3 down in the man advantage. Colton trying to go on that flank gets taken out by Dopiest.
Yeah, I mean, we're already seeing a man advantage for the Ragnarok squad, and it does seem like they're just going to full rush as Waves gets the final kill. And, I mean, great performance over by the Ragnarok side, automatically switching it up and saving 3 people and still getting the round win is very well played for them. And, I mean, it's not like how they were playing at Dam. They were playing smarter and more coordinated together.
I mean, let's look at the score line, right? They've already gotten one. They've already done exactly the same performance they've done on a full map, by the way, on the first one. I see some folks in the chat. I gotta give a shout out to, I guess, Rexiol. We have Crazy Lee wants a shout out. What's up, Yaja? I see Juice there, actually. Oh my goodness. Duke Grant, thanks again everyone for hopping in the chat. We appreciate it. I love, even though we're not always responding, by the way, we're 2.5 minutes ahead of y'all, so it's a little different. I am paying attention to the chat. I am watching. That's why if you ever, I don't know about you, Juice or Cole, but if they ever catch me smiling randomly, it's probably because I read something funny in the chat, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's me. Yeah, the things that they be saying sometimes, it's so funny, but it's cool. Ragnarok though, good start. I mean, that like I just said, you got to come out the gates firing, and that's what they just did. They won pistol round, so they got to keep building off this. They get that little bit of eco boost, so they're buying a lot of util here. Same thing on the F3 side. Look at that, the F3 loses pistol round, and they all buy SMGs, so they are trying to bring this one back.
Yeah, F3 really ain't trying to give Ragnarok anything. Colton did lose his gun there for a minute, but did get it back as he's playing super aggressive right now. And everyone on the Ragnarok squad is upstairs. There's no one outside by that breached wall. One is over on A by Winery as well. So we might be seeing a little bit of a split push. Stewart getting ready to drop the hatch as we're getting into that minute 30 left. Kai's waiting over by Waterfall. Dopius is going to go over to the stairs, I believe. And drone is out. J-Bro also over by the Waterfall. Might get droned out and does get droned out. Dopius now full pushing. Flashes. Kai comes over to help. Smoke comes out. Instant comes out. Dopius runs into Kai and Dopius picks up the kill. Now just full rushing, not even worrying about J-Bro. Rexy right there. And Rezi finds one. Colton finds one. Rezi finds another one. Now it's Stewart into the storage as J-Bro gets in, but Waves is inside of A.
Really taking their time to come through these sides. Takes the one down. Rezi, though, a lot of chip damage. Takes the two. Can they get two more? They need this to win out the round. But here's the thing. EMP is planted. It's put down. And I don't think there is a breach. They got to play this right. There's two of them in a 2v1 right now. Looking tough right now for Ragnarok.
Totally winnable right here. See what Waves does. He's got 30 seconds. There's actually a grenade on his feet. Doesn't pick it up. Tries to swing it. Gets J-Bro to one shot, but not able to get that pick. And F3 ties it up in a pretty good defensive round right there. And honestly, it really could have gone either way right there. What's it called? What's his name? Waves. Waves almost clutched that 1v4, got 2 picks, and almost took out J-Bro.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very doable and winnable round right there. But the F3 was not going to let up. They were holding each other's angles. J-Bro was right there waiting for the swing out. So they're playing so coordinated, not letting, trying not to get Ragnarok any rounds, and they're playing super aggressive.
Super aggressive. I said aggressive. Did I say that wrong? Anyway, super aggressive indeed as we come into round number 3. Ragnarok trying to figure out how to pierce this F3 defense once more. They've done it once. They can do it again. Not quite great in that last one. Obviously, F3 having a solid defense. But let's keep our eyes up.
Expecting aggression here. I'm actually kind of surprised that F3 isn't going to pop this garage wall. They have Kai and J-Bro holding a high-low on the doorway, but the wall isn't open, so Tasty can't really get an angle. Actually, Tasty's in laundry right now, kind of tucked behind a cabinet, waiting for Geeked to pop this window, but as of right now, it's kind of a standstill. No one's really been shot yet, but Colton might get a little action here swinging front door.
Yeah, Geek does get a kill as Colton does as well. That's EMP down. Unfortunately, it is outside, so F3 isn't going to act on that as Colton and J-Bro get flashed. Waves taking down Rezi. J-Bro playing super aggressive and gets swung by Ice Beast. Ice Beast now at 1 HP. Kai able to take down Dopius, takes down Ice Beast, now in the 2v2 situation, both in garage as Geeked Playspace is coming through laundry, does take down one. Now it's just Colton, and Waves takes Colton down too.
I mean, I did not expect to see Ragnarok come through and shut that one down. F3, again, solid defense. I'm wondering if you were right, Juice, why they couldn't have popped open that wall, maybe get some reinforcements. But I don't know if you noticed, I think most of their players weren't even on the site anyways. Again, they're playing so aggressive on Hideout, and I think it's because they're used to playing against teams like Acer, who also play aggressive defenses.
Yeah, and it's strange because C4 is such a good utility, and out of any team that I thought would have popped that wall and held garage, I thought it would
Yeah.
have been F3 right there, but they didn't. And having it open, it creates so much havoc because the enemies, they're trying to walk into the breach, but the second they walk, they're trying to walk into garage, but the second they walk in garage, they're getting shot from the people in garage, also by the people sitting back in sight. So it gives you more angles outside of the building, but I don't know, it just didn't pan out that way, and F3 lost that round. And I am happy with Ragnarok's performance. I mean, they're really giving it their all right now.
Yeah, and again with this aggressive defense over for the F3 side, as we're seeing not just one but two roamers over by that, as JMO does go out, as Throne did find him. Geek Play Space might come victim to him as J-Bro takes him down. Ice Beast quickly gets that refrag. Rezi does back off a little bit. Ice Beast going a nade, which will take care of the static, but not finding much chip damage onto Kai. Rexy back on that stair, waiting for something to happen. As Bush is getting set up, and he barely sees Ice Beast and barely has the pixel, but Dopius does get that refrag. I mean, this is a 3-3 now. Pretty evenly matched as we've been going back and forth with this gun skill, but Colton is on that kill box right below Hatch. I wonder if anyone notices him. And
Colton trying to figure out how to go. Gets the pick there on Dopius. They were not ready for that one, but Waves gonna be holding the nasty angle. No, never mind, gets knocked down. Comes down to just Stewart on top of the map. They do have the EMP, so there's something to be said about that, but it's looking a little complicated there. I want to give a quick shout out to VR Anomaly, $5. Says, hi Colt, I totally didn't just spend 5 bands just to say hi. A little funny note, someone said, Rexy also says, that's not 5 bands. Anyways, as we come in, Stewart trying to figure out how to approach the map. I'd be tempted to almost say just go for the save at this point, but I do like the angle to maybe get another pick here.
I think that's what Stewart's going to do. He might just sit up on the roof. He has a Cadillo and a stem, so kind of rough. But honestly, Ragnarok's, their economy isn't that bad. So if Stewart even tried to go for this, maybe to just grab one of the Maruis, that wouldn't necessarily be a bad call. I mean, look at everyone's money. They're all in the 2000s except Ice Beast with 900. So I don't know. If I had to guess, I think Stewart might try to drop and take out Colton maybe, but the round at this point is a lost cause.
yeah, unfortunately, he can't see what we see, as B is pretty much fully clear. There's not really any util there either. So pretty much he could have ran straight into B and just held the con, but he is going to go for the save, which is smart because you do still have that stem and that and apparently Colton does see Kai, and now Kai does not have enough money to buy out, and neither of them do. So that's a Marui down for some reason.
Interesting choice for sure by the F3 squad. Maybe they're that confident in the upcoming round. I will say this is them again on defense. They're doing a pretty good job against Ragnarok defending against them. So I always look at it as if you're on defense, you want to just get as many rounds as you possibly can. So I'm hoping they can use this momentum going forward. But we'll see in just a bit as Ragnarok again have an attack for the next couple rounds. Things are looking a little better in terms of economy. We're seeing some more rifles come out. I think this is one of those great catalyst rounds, right? It'll decide what happens in the final 6th round.
I was gonna point that out too. This is a huge round for either team. I mean, whoever wins this gets that little bit of momentum and they get the lead back. So this is huge right here. But look at this. I think we're gonna see a bit of a 2-3 split. Might try to take over Theater, but J-Bro's here to hold it down. He might get caught off guard if they break this window, but it doesn't seem like they're going to do it just yet. And it seems like the rest of the Ragnarok team is going to rotate over and just try to go for this push, and a lot of damage off on the J-Bro and Geeked. They both trade shots, but Geek does get a stem. J-Bro is going to run upstairs, try to hold a lean angle. And at this point, I think F3's already caught on that it's going to be an A push, so you see a lot of these players rotating over.
Yeah, I mean the early shots from J-Bro and Geeked isn't going to be that hard to come back from, but Ice Beast, I think that's the first I've seen that. Ice Beast throws a nade, and Colton tries going for the C4, doesn't see the nade because of the door blocker, and gets killed through the door blocker's wave, takes down Resi. J-Bro does take down Dopius and takes down Geeked as Ice Beast does get the refrag.
Tasty trying to wait for the entrance. There's Stewart going in for the stick. Kai gets the pick, gets the second one with Tasty. No, they can't quite finish it off. Ragnarok went out of this 3-2. Right now, they're finally back in the lead once more. But I gotta say, it is a tight one.
But look at this. The economy on F3 is not the best, too. So like you said, Catalyst round, I mean, this was huge. Now look at the guns for Ragnarok. All Maruis, they are looking good to go. So this is where you keep building on this, and this is how you would send it to a map 3. You needed that last round. So you win this, and you go into the half up 4-2. You would be setting yourself up in a beautiful spot. The F3, you got to be kind of upset about that. You got to want to try to win these rounds. But, I mean, taking 2 on defense so far isn't the worst. But I think the momentum is slightly going in favor of Rag. If they can win this round, I don't know. I think it would still be close, but I think this game's going to end up being close either way. If we do go to a map 3, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I mean, there is a spectral over on the F3 side. That's how much economy they dropped. I mean, we're seeing SMGs and Arils coming out as well, and only 1 Vezin. While there's 4 Maruis over on the Ragnarok side, and they're looking good on util. Colton and Rezi getting super close, and Dopius almost dying very nearly. And Colton playing super aggressive with that. Dopius might be coming over for a stim, but Colton does get found with that. And Colton is going to be taking out Rezi, taking out Stewart. And it does seem like he is running back. EMP is down, and I don't think he noticed. So they will be able to recover that. And we are going to see 2 of the Ragnarok players have a lot of chip damage, though.
I'm waiting to see what's going to happen right now. We got a lot of the players downstairs. Rezi K, though, going to be upstairs just in case they run into someone. That second roamer. I don't think Ragnarok's expecting the second roamer right now. Or maybe I've been correct, actually. Waves is going to be clearing out the backside again. This will be coming down to, I think, timing for Rezi K. Really a good sense of game, a sense when do they approach, when do they wait. My only worry is if Ragnarok increases and speeds up this attack, hopefully they don't get caught out for F3.
Rezi in a pretty good spot upstairs. Might try to catch these players off guard on the hatch once it's popped. He's just kind of sitting in the lobby right now, waiting for Ragnarok to make a move. I think he's going to hold an angle, probably on the stairs, just waiting for one of these Ragnarok players to come down. I mean, they are just sitting in garage right now. They still haven't popped the hatch yet, but you got to look at J-Bro hiding in this corner, and Ice Beast has no idea, and there it is. There's the pick from J-Bro, and gives them that man advantage, and that's huge right now, especially because F3 would, I think this might be a thrifty because their guns have not been the best.
Yeah, Waves is going to even that back up, though. Also getting taken down super low. I don't even know what he got hit by, but Geek Playspacer is going to go in. Waves very narrowly dodging those bullets as Kai finds Geek Playspacer with a spectral. Waves now into sight, is going for one, is going to find Kai, but has his back turned for Tasty, and Tasty finds the second one.
Oh my goodness, let's pull this one up really quick. Tasty coming out of that one, getting the 1, getting the 2, and that's a way to dunk on your enemies right there as we go into the upcoming second half in an even split right now between these two teams. But as we know, I'd rather be on the attacking side right now. Check out those standout players. Waves taking so much in terms of kills, 10 and 3. I see some random questions in the chat. I guess we have a little bit of downtime. Someone said, what is your favorite snack to have during is it a fast or a cast? I see
Ooh.
both. I see both. I actually don't really snack during cast. I
don't
I
either.
drink water,
Never.
sometimes juice.
Yeah, I have. Sometimes I get like a little granola bar, but other than that, I don't really eat on casts too often.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, people just get annoyed at my chewing or something, so I normally just drink, and that's about it.
Nothing like drinking on the job, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
Anyways, we come into this upcoming round. Let's ignore that and for the time. A big Colton though taking out in Stewart with the inside. Looks like we're going for the off meta push right in the beat.
It's always nice to do an off meta, especially on pistol round. And there we go, Resi getting a kill, but he's stuck in the static, and Waves and Geek getting kills of their own. Ragnarok looking like they might come out on top on this round. Dopius getting that pick, and it's all up to J-Bro for that F3 side, and not looking too good. Ragnarok with a really good defense right here. I think they might actually get this lead right back, and I mean, that's huge taking pistol round, especially when you go out of the half 3-3. Whoa, look at these wall bangs. Didn't even know J-Bro was there, but able to take him down to 70. So looking, he doesn't have EMP either, so he's kind of in a bad spot.
Yeah, EMP is right on that door too, so it's going to be pretty hard to push that, knowing that there's 3 left, not knowing how much damage or health they are. So it's going to be a little hard and is going to be taken down.
Exactly what Ragnarok needed. This is exactly the performance we got to be seeing if we want to go in to, of course, that tiebreaker third round. They'll be happy if we can get into something like that. Otherwise, F3 trying their best right now. 3 and 4. That was pistol round. They do have, of course, the upcoming several sets of rounds as we go forward. What do you two expect? Do you think Ragnarok might be able to get that tiebreaker?
I mean, it's looking good right now, but we got to see how their defense is on these next rounds. That top floor, I don't know. I think F3 tried to get a little weird right there. They tried to do that off meta, and when you do off metas, pistol round is the perfect time to do it, because that's when the defense probably doesn't have all the utility placed. On pistol round, they're most likely not going to have both trip mines or statics or anything, but Ragnarok was ready for it. They had people over there, so I think it just caught F3 off by surprise. And I want to see one of their default pushes. If they do a default push and win this, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up right now. Ragnarok's in the lead, but I mean, it could still go either way.
Yeah, and I mean, we are going to see a lot of roams. Colton up on the flank, maybe finding Rexy, or that not Rexy, Stewart. Sorry, I read that wrong. And Geeked Playspace does take down J-Bro. And Colton is going to clear all of upstairs. Geeked Playspace is still playing aggressive on that storage. One is super low. Resi is super low from that C4 as well. Colton is going to push down the stairs, maybe trying to find a pick or two, but nothing really aggressive now from the F3 side.
Geek plays space. We're trying to see if anyone can get caught out. We got to be careful. Colton, though, playing on that staircase and trying to, I think, slowly get down, but they are upset about their cloak, it looks like, as we are going to be waiting for this hold right now from Ragnarok. F3 trying to pierce this use, but check out the health. Resi K, 3 and 3 health.
I was going to point that out. No stems, but Colton able to diminish the numbers a little bit, and Resi also getting in on the action, and Colton getting on the... What is happening? All of F3 is putting in work, and it's all up to Dopius on that backside, and Colton finishing it off on Waterfall. There we go. That round looked like it was going to go into Rag's favor just because of the health advantage. You saw all the Ragnarok players at 100, and a couple of the F3 players were low, but it didn't matter. They played silently. They were crouch walking around and got the picks. That was a huge round for F3.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, F3 has been playing super aggressive, and you know, I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm gonna knock on wood early. But I think F3, as long as they keep playing aggressive and keep playing off of that momentum, they're gonna start winning a lot more rounds. And you know, Ragnarok is going to have to do something, maybe play a little more aggressive than they already are, or maybe just have a little gun diff over by them. But Marui's and Cadillo's over on the opposite side.
Definitely, the economy is going to be hurting the F3 side of things. I mean, sorry, the Ragnarok side of things is F3. 1, 2, 3 full buys. They'll be happy about that. Hopefully, though, Ragnarok can try their best to get their hands on one of those full buys. Ice Beast playing off of this. The window playing aggressive, taking out Colton. Might have been a little too aggressive from Colton's side, but Kai there to receive another shot against Geeked Place Spacer.
Oh man, I mean that's a good start from Rag though. You get that one early, or not good for Rag, but I guess they both got one, traded one out, so good from both sides. 30 seconds into the round. Walls have not been foamed yet. I don't know who exactly has it, or even if the F3 side has foam. I don't see it on any of their players. So that might actually be crucial if they don't have foam, because once again, they're going to have to either funnel in through laundry or they're going to have to go through the door or maybe a rotate. But, oh, Ice Beast taking out another. Okay, they do have foam, so they're going to get the wall open, but not in a good spot early on.
Yeah, and I mean that laundry wall already being blown gives great cover for Ice Beast, as he can go back in the side and push the open wall, or he can go and push the hall. And I mean right now they're kind of just stuck in garage, maybe going for a rotate. Yeah, it does seem like they are going to go for an A rotate. Kai popping that wall, and now getting foam on this wall. Stewart and Dopius already waiting for them over here on the A side. They do have two door blockers though, which is not going to help the push from F3. J-Bro staying close to that piano wall, and now wallbang's being thrown out. I mean, at this point, you're losing time, you're losing space, you're not able to get in as fast as you want to. Dopius barely looking away from J-Bro in time, and J-Bro does find that pick, and now leaving it into a 3v3.
Kai going in the side, going in for the plan with J-Bro and Resi on the back end. Ice Beast getting knocked down. Stewart only going to be waves left. Now in a 2v1. Never mind. Resi K shuts me up as they finish it out for the F3 squad.
Man, that was a beautiful rotate from F3. They had it was in crunch time too. They had to do it quick. Time was running out, and they got the wall open. And I mean, instantly they got both the walls and just took sight. Got EMP down. Ice Beast tried to go for that swing to take out the planner, couldn't get there because F3's holding those cross angles like you should do, and beautifully well executed. And F3's taking this lead here, going back to this bottom floor. I mean, it's gonna be close. I think Ragnarok just, I don't know. They gotta win this. They gotta win this round right here, tie it up, because otherwise you're putting F3 on match point, and then you're gonna have to just win. You're gonna have to win 3 straight then.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say who's gonna win. I feel like whoever wins these next couple, this next round, is going to be looking at a better economy. But even if Formula 3 loses, their economy is looking amazing. 3,000, 2,000, 2,000. I mean, they'll most likely be able to buy next round no matter what. And J-Bro already starting it off strong and aggressive, already finding a pick. That's a C4 down, which is going to be very bad as Stewart finds one, and J-Bro also getting down low. Resi getting killing Ice Beast down over by the play space. Stewart over by the wall. Stem going out to J-Bro, now getting that health back. It is a 3v4 in favor of F3, and does look like Casey's in sight. Not ready for the push. The waves picks up him, and then another Dopius getting taken down low from J-Bro as Waves gets killed by him. 2, but Dopius finds J-Bro, and now it's just Kai and Stewart.
I'm wondering, is yep, Kai's going to go ahead and stick it. Stewart, though, not going to be there to open the walls. Not open. They're going to have to wait this one out. Cadillo in hand. We got the C4 action. They're going to pop that one and go for the pick pretty soon there. They do see each other. Kai holding the box against Stewart's own hold. This is going to be hard. They keep throwing guns to really distract them. And we'll see if it does come to fruition. It doesn't matter, as it is good enough for F3. They do take that one down.
Huge round from F3 right now. You put yourself on match point. You're going to get that eco boost too. So this next round, they should all be able to buy rifles. Yep, they're all in the $4,000 or $5,000 range. So they're going to get all the guns they want. But on the Ragnarok side, they're going to have to full buy, but they can't even really do that. They're able to get one Marui, a Cadillo. They're going to have to resort to some Orals and an SMG. It seems like Ice Beast's going to go with a Viper. So if you were looking at this round, just a screenshot, you would see the guns. You'd be like, okay, F3 has this round in the bag. But you never know. You never know. I mean, I really want to see how I think the util placement is going to be key for Ragnarok if they want to win this round. They're going to have some really good C4 toss, really good ensigns, nades. They got to do something to try to pull this one back.
Yeah, we are going to see a couple C4s, and I personally love the C4s because it's great for denial, plant denial. But it really depends on how you use it. It could get 1, it can get 2, it can even get 3 really nice picks that can determine the round, or you can waste it and mess it up, mess the throw up, and now you don't have any good util to throw. As we're seeing this F3 team being really aggressive, nade being thrown out, barely not finding Colton or I think that's Rezi. And now coming in for the push, Colton being super aggressive, but that C4, like I said, the C4, great denial. Colton now being taken down, that's a Marui down. Nades being thrown out. Ice Beast is sitting right there on that door. He has an SMG, so he's going to try doing the best he can with it. Tacey going up to the stairs. Nade going out is going to find Ice Beast at 20 HP. I mean, at this point, it's looking good for either team right now. Ice Beast does decide to go back, though. Smart play as he is 1 HP to a Marui body shot. Foam on wall. Kai getting ready to push. Rezi now getting super low to a, I think that was a Marui. Kai now blowing raw. Rezi automatically finding Ice Beast. That C4 is not able to be used right and not finding anything. Ensign goes out, is going to find Kai very low. Flash going out. Kai is going to go for the plant. Stewart on the flank. Dopius does find Rexy. Kai getting killed by an Ensign. Now it's J-Bro. Waves finds J-Bro as J-Bro finds Geeked. Stewart now trying to push in. It's just Tacey now. And he's going to find Waves. He is barely going to miss. Stewart gets the kill. He barely misses Dopius. And I mean, that's a Ragnarok clutch right there, as they did have a man disadvantage for a little bit.
So hard. I think if they had just been able to finish up that, there it is, Dopius, they could have been fine, right? They would have been able to look around, find that second person, and maybe have been fine. But obviously, drawing both of their attention, it's kind of hard to choose what side to commit to at that point. So challenging for F3. I saw someone in the chat. I mean, a shout out to where was it? Crazy Lee. Close game. It could go either way. Good possibility for a third map. And honestly, I do feel that this way. I've seen them really fight a lot more on map 2. Map 1, 7-1. Not as close of a matchup.
And someone pointed it out that I think they said something about Dam being the only map that Ragnarok doesn't really know how to play. And I mean, it's showing right here. They definitely know Hideout. They just went from 7-1 to possibly sending this one into overtime. So you got to give them props for that. And winning that last round was actually, I mean, obviously huge because it saved them from losing. But I mean, look at their economy now. They're able to buy a lot of full buy rifles. So they're able to stack up against F3 right now. So we're kind of at an even matchup gun-wise for this final round.
Yeah, and I mean, final round coming in, we are going to see F3 having to buy an SMG and 2 Cadillos, and pretty much the same thing over on the Ragnarok side. A-push coming in, Colton already being throwing util. Stewart getting a kill up on J-Bro. Now Colton getting taken down super low to a C4, but not finding a pick. I mean, man disadvantage already in the F3 favors. It's Wave pushes in. Kai finds one. Casey finds Stewart. And unfortunately, just barely able to miss. That smoke is going to cover that instant up the waves. Does push through the smoke. Casey full rushing in. W finds one. Rezi finds the other. Now leaving it back to a 2v2. This has been back and forth. EMP is down, though. Waves not being able to be seen as he does take down Rezi. Now it's a 1v2. This is looking very promising for the Ragnarok squad as Kai is on the stairs. EMP is down.
Down indeed. Kai trying to figure out how to pull up the remnants of this. They don't want to go to overtime. They want to win this in the one full time again, but it's waves. Ice Beast on Ragnarok holding it down. So close to seeing each other. It's really itching me. They're really walking through somehow, but Ice Beast obviously is going to catch them out in the end. There we go. Ragnarok 6-6. Let's check out the timer. Sorry, the score real quick. 12,503 versus 12,074. F3 going to be the ones to make the decision on which side they want to play for. Of course, they are going to be choosing defense.
Yeah, got to give them that defense. So we're going to see how this one pans out. It is that same mid floor, so we're going to see how they stack up on this. And because everyone gets the same eco, everyone's going to have the same money, same guns. But actually, we're looking at Ragnarok's side. Geeked is actually going to buy a Cadillo, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure even if you buy a Marui or a Vezin, you can still full buy utility. So I'm not sure what the play is. I want to see how he uses his money because he still has 1,500 left over. So I'm not sure. It's kind of a head scratcher.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he just likes the Cadillo more, but it does seem like he's buying out now. Pretty much just trying to figure out what his team wants, maybe. Going into this final round, we're seeing it come out really close. We might see a map 3. We're seeing an overtime Martini, which is something that everyone really loves seeing. Backs against the wall for both of these teams now. Win or lose situation. I mean, the adrenaline has to be kicking in for this, for these teams.
And we got to remember, this win matters more for the Ragnarok side. If they lose this one, it is a game over. F3, if they lose this, they technically do have that map 3. Rezi with a beautiful 2K on that entrance. Geeks, though, with their own 2K. It looks like we are going multi-kill for multi-kill. I guess ban for ban, if we're going to be thinking about it that way, between these two teams. But here's the thing. EMP is down. They got to retrieve it.
Oh, man. Rezi started that round off huge. He was sitting right below that window on backstairs by Wine and caught both of those players trying to jump in, but J-Bro also died, so like you said, putting it back into that 3-3. So basically we started the round at a 3v3. I mean, 4 players died almost instantly, so now we got to see who the better trio is here. But you got to look, Ragnarok's top frag has just been taken out. Waves 16 and 8 out for the count, so that's actually huge.
Yeah, and I mean, we will have to see this 3v3, but oh my god.
Oh no.
Sorry, keep going. I just
that caught me off
guard.
Yeah, no, he's kind of flashed his team right there. As Colton on that laundry wall, trying to get ready for this push. Ice Beast kind of jiggling the door frame right now, maybe trying to find something. Does look like it is going to be a full B push. Everyone is on B as Colton swings out, is going to find Ice Beast with his gun down. Unfortunately, I don't think they knew that the wall was blown. So Colton does get a free kill. Colton gets hit very little to that nade, but now just waiting for an instant throws out. A stim was thrown on the other side. Now 18 seconds left. Colton finds Dopius. Now it's just Geeked. Geeked has to get an ace for the round win. And he finds another. And he barely doesn't find Tasty as Tasty gets the final kill.
Gonna be a nasty finish up. Formula 3, of course, winning this one in overtime. So, of course, they're gonna be winning out this series, going home a little earlier than we had anticipated. We were hoping for maybe a map 3. I thought Ragnarok really was going to pull this one all the way out from the bottom, but unfortunately that isn't what happened. Let's go pull up some of the replays from this previous matchup, but the most recent one in the last one there was unfortunately, Ice Beast, I'm so sorry to put you on blast, but sometimes you just gotta drop the flash right in front of your face. And there was a split second, I think all the casters were just kind of dumbfounded. But what did we see in that last game? We saw Ragnarok really pull out in the end, almost forcing us into a map 3 tiebreaker.
That was huge, but I really want to see, I would love to see this matchup again if Ragnarok didn't play Dam first. Because Dam obviously was not their map. You saw how close this was on Hideout, going to a 7-6. I mean, that's as close as it can get, but they just didn't know Dam as much. I mean, you saw they 7-1, so not the best, but I mean, that was a really good game right there. Even though Rag lost 2-0, I mean, it was closer. At least that second game, they really put on a show.
Yeah, I mean, their gun skills and their util use were pretty much on par with each other. I think it was just a map difference, and unfortunately, Ragnarok did very good on that second map. Just couldn't find those 1, maybe even 2 kills to end up keeping that momentum. And man, they did an awesome job. Great effort to both these teams right here. But unfortunately, Ragnarok, we are gonna have to, see you another time.
That is going to be the end of Ragnarok in the playoffs. Unfortunately here, Formula 3 are going to be on the happier end, though, moving on and going on to the semifinals next week. Of course, that'll be it for this game. We do have a game of 4 coming in right after this. We'll be having Aspect and Blitzkrieg coming up pretty soon. So if you want to see some more Breachers action, stick around. We'll be back in maybe 15-20 minutes. Otherwise, that'll be it for the Formula 3 squad for today. We'll see y'all in just a bit. Welcome back. Good evening to everyone here on the VRML Breachers. My name is Martini. I have Shimi Marui in the chat, of course, and Juice. Sorry, not in the chat, in the casting booth with me. I'm sure you guys are also in the chat, by the way. But in the casting booth with me today, we'll be watching Aspect and a Blitzkrieg going on and playing their set of matches. This will be the last NA matchup that we'll be watching today. How are we expecting to see these two perform?
I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Aspect back again. Old team that recently got resurrected. Seeing old people like I Blame My Aim, Big Lunch, and Faded back in the mix is great. I remember when these guys originally had the team, the older guys back in Season 0 and Season 1. Seeing them coming back, it's a real treat. But they've got a decently strong fight against them with Blitzkrieg. I haven't seen much from Blitzkrieg in this season, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, like you just said, looking at the Aspect side, Blame My Aim, Big Lunch, Faded, I mean, definitely some known players there. But I mean, same thing with Blitzkrieg. I think we're in for a good game. I don't know the exact seeding of each team. I'm trying to figure that out right now. So 3 and 6. So Aspect in the 3, Blitzkrieg in the 6. I mean, I'm expecting something close. I don't know if they told us what the bans are, but hopefully we see some different maps instead of just like, you know, Hideout.
I want to see Hideout. I don't know about your saying, Juice. I want to see Hideout.
Really?
Factory
We've
again.
seen so much Hideout.
Hey, I saw
So
a skyscraper today. That was actually insane, and that was one of the few aces that I saw today with an Uricon, by the way, Shimi. So that was one of the most interesting games I had seen today. Another one was this Looney Tunes scene where someone sneaks in through the whole defending team. One of their attacking helpers throws an EMP across the site to them, which they, by the way, planned somehow, and the defending team somehow does the same thing. They sneak past everyone and kill them. So I don't know, weird day. I've seen some of the weirdest things that should not have happened.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
Yeah.
We are in for a treat then.
Oh man, I mean that was back in the EU. Those games were crazy though. I mean it was the silliest things ever, dude. Like Martini was saying, that Urican Ace, I went back to the stream and watched it. It was actually crazy, and we got to see Dam earlier. Got to finally. I haven't watched Dam at all this entire playoffs. Got to see that, so that was pretty fun.
And there was a funny moment, I think, where Juice was talking so much. He's like, man,
Yeah.
I love this map. I'm like, oh, I know it. I knew he was going to say, I love Mall. And then, like, I think it was me and Cole just staring. I'm like, what?
I was looking at the
got
bands.
this.
I was
We
looking
got
at the bands on my phone, and we were loading into Dam, and I said, I love Mall. Because I was looking at my phone, because Skyscraper and Mall were banned, and I just wanted
Yeah, and there's a full minute where you just see me like staring at the screen. I'm like, oh, I must be reading this wrong.
Oh man.
Oh
just
my
brain fart.
goodness! How do we stand this guy? How do we put up with him?
You know, it's his first season, right? So I gotta let him have
true.
a couple passes. He's newer, you know. That's how it goes. I give a little bit of a break to the newer casters. So I think all the casters can attest to that. I do not crack the whip on them, unfortunately. I am very understanding that this is a volunteer position.
One mistake, just one. All it was.
Oh Lord.
All right, it looks like it's going to be a fan favorite map. Of course, I know that the casters have called out, they have pleaded, but of course, the universe, the Breachers universe, does not care about my feelings. One of the oldest maps in this season is going to be, of course, Factory.
Oh man, good old Factory, and we see Bot Maxim being the rebel, being the one that is going to go against the grain and pull out a Taurus, but also Big Lunches too. Unfortunately, they are starting in a 4v5 situation, so they are going to be stuck with that bot with a Taurus. They're going to have to figure something out, but if I know these Aspect players well enough, they're still going to make it work, and they're still going to make some magic happen.
I'm having flashbacks of Acer right now. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Aspect 5 Tauruses right now.
Oh my.
Oh man, I don't know.
They got
I
it,
don't
Chad.
know how-
I don't know, Chad. Let us
Yeah.
know who you think is gonna win out this first round. We have Blitzkrieg with a couple of horses, but a full Taurus stack from Aspect as they enter in. Mabicio, I don't even know. Anyways, I blame I am getting stuck. Mabi taking out 1, 2, back to back, maybe a third, maybe a fourth. As ZK cannot quite finish it up. Oh my goodness.
ZK just got a trip. Was that a triple collat? Was that a triple collat?
I don't even know what I just saw, but that might have been the quickest round that we've seen throughout playoffs. How long was that? Maybe 10 seconds, 10, 15?
Honestly, that actually might be the record right now for this current playoffs in terms of rounds. I've never seen it happen so fast. I'm not sure if they agreed on doing that or they said, hey, let's just let's try it out, see what happens.
I don't know what to make of that. That was just Taurus mayhem. That was so quick, and every one of those was a headshot. Well, almost every one of them. I think Stefan missed a couple and hit body shots, but like, whew, that was a round. That was in fact a round. I'm really hoping that Aspect is able to get their next player, and I really want to see this full stack go, and I really want to see them put down the dominance that they normally do.
And that's the thing. I don't know what the plan was, because usually you don't see 5 Tauruses on pistol round. I don't even know if they bought any util either. Yeah, they didn't, because they bought Tauruses. You can't buy any util if you get a Taurus, so that was just kind of a throwaway round. And look, they're all, the whole Aspect team's buying Omens now. I mean, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I think we would be seeing some interesting plays here. ZK getting knocked down by Dalton as a big lunge, trying to survive. Faded coming in behind, able to take those shots as Autonomous able to finish that one out through the smoke. Bobby taking out their teammate, and of course, Faded.
Oh, you know I love a good Eurocon play, but I blame my aim is able to shut that down. 2v2, Anonymous holding on barely to his life with 8 health. Relic is going to have to be the one that's going to make this clutch.
Maxim is still alive, just to keep that in mind. He's just kind of walking around. I don't know what Maxim is thinking here. Blame gets that shot through the smoke. All up to Anonymous here, but he's on 8 health, so this is really hard. I don't know how he's gonna try to win this. Maxim might get the kill! Maxim, please! Oh, he doesn't get the shot, and Anonymous is just gonna run out of time. Oh, there it is. There's the kill.
Oh.
I was waiting, because honestly, the amount of health that Autonomous had was a 4 there. I was just hoping that they might have been, oh sorry, Anonymous, not Autonomous. Anonymous, they were so low. I thought there was just a split second chance where Maxim was going to come in, take a couple shots there. And guess what? We have, I think, the second or third bot kill in the playoffs, at least across all regions. EU had like 1 or 2.
Oh, but that was such a quick entry, being able to immediately get the wall foam to then enter from gravel and just get that plant down immediately. Like they really made that round work for them. The good old Omen stack just doing what it does best.
I wonder if, because Aspect only has 4, if they're just kind of just playing straight, just run in. Because, I mean, that's what happened both rounds. They've just been running straight into the objective. So I wonder if they're just going to play super aggressive this whole time, just try to bait that AI. And I don't know if they, how many players do they have on the roster? Did they only have 5, or do they
I
have
looked at
any
it, it's
subs?
5.
They have
so
5.
I'll be honest,
Wow.
there is a high possibility that one person couldn't make it today. And unfortunately, that is not going to be in their favor. Aspect again playing aggressive. Mabby taking a lot of shots there. Big lunch trying to finish it up. Stefan, though, taking that one down.
Ooh, but he does so at a bit of a cost. Barely saving my Abiso, but taking some damage himself. He is low, down to 15. ZK starting to work his way and takes a little bit of damage from that nade, but he's also joined up by Ibleman, who's in lockers right now.
This is going to be... Oh, Anonymous actually gets one right there. But yeah, Crouch walking up to B right now. Blame my aim. Sees Mabicio's foot and he gets the kill. And he actually gets a collat off on the Steph. But... Oh, Blitzkrieg still has that numbers advantage. It's all up to Blame now as his teammate's taken out. Gets the refrag. 1v2 here. But Anonymous is 4 health. So, I mean... And look, Blitzkrieg is isolating their ones right now, it seems. So this might actually be a winnable round.
I don't know. I blame my aim is definitely going to be on fire. Looks like someone throws out the instant, really deny that area. Relic, though, going for those quick peeks. They do know exactly, or at least they used to know exactly where I Blame My Aim is somehow gonna have to survive. Frag going straight to the face there. A little bit of chip damage, and it gets worse and worse.
Oh, he's having to fight this long-range shot with an RCP against a Vezin, and Anonymous has gotten himself a stim. He's back to almost full health. This is going to be an uphill battle, and he is not able to win it. Anonymous wins out the gunfight, getting a 2-1 score.
Wow, that is just unfortunate. And it's so hard playing in a game like this when you only have 4 players. So, but good. I mean, nonetheless, good stuff by Blitzkrieg, though. Still doing a good job here, up 2-1 right now. I don't know how Aspect. Whoa, the bot actually just changed out. It went from Maxim to Nick. Does it usually do that? I didn't know if it does that or not.
Well, you know what Aspect says? We don't like you. We're gonna hire another bot in. So Nick is gonna be coming in, helping out the Aspect players. That's actually gonna be the mid-round sub, guys. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, maybe this is the actual player. This is their 5th. His name is Nick, but his clan tag is bot.
Exactly.
That might be the player.
They need to keep rolling. They need to get Bot Ray in there. Bot Ray is going to save them for this next round. They need that clutch player. They need Bot Ray. But on a serious note, we do have this bottom floor, but it looks like there might be a bit of an upward entry. No, actually, they're gonna go for assembly. Oh, interesting. They're gonna go for a Batman drop directly onto Kiso.
Oh no, Visio, he's about to, oh no, he actually gets one, takes out Zeke, and then big lunge. Oh my goodness. I mean, look, they're doing the same thing. They're just full sprinting. Oh wait, and Aspect actually got their 5th player in.
I honestly am looking forward to this game now. Looking like Percentage is going to be coming in. Is that the correct gamer tag? Steven, though, somehow not getting picked up by Percentage.
Oh, we are down to a 2v2. I Blame My Aim on super low health. Still not quite able to get in, but he does get some damage onto Dalton.
Wow, got those shots up. They don't have a stim, though. Oh, Dalton does have a stim. I think it's recharging, though. Both Aspect players are really low. Faded about 70. Blame is 1 shot, so unfortunate health. The health is actually kind of even, maybe leaning a little bit towards Blitzkrieg. But we see this flank here from Blame. Hopefully he doesn't run into any proximity mines, or not proxy. The what do you call it? The things that go beep beep beep.
Proc
I mean,
sensors.
yeah, the proc sensors. He's going through generator right now. Might try to get this flank going. Faded's just making a lot of noise, but you also have to keep in mind EMP is above Faded right now. So if they want to get EMP down, he's gonna have to go grab it.
I'd almost be tempted to say they might just want to go for the picks at this point. I Blame I Am going all the way around. They're gonna, looks like they're pinching B side pretty soon. They gotta be careful though. That I see a couple trip mines sitting around there. I hope I Blame My Aim heard it, at least is aware of its position. Faded though, looks like they're finally going in. Oh, and that's a great flash right into Blame My Aim's face. Faded can't quite stick it.
Oh, unfortunate. I was really hoping they were going to be able to pull that off. They had a minute of time. It's just that he wasn't able to land the shots where he needed to. Dalton and Anonymous able to finish that out for the team. As a side note, percentage in parentheses is actually Hero, if you didn't know. So we do finally have that 5th player, that 5 stack in. Hero being a longtime player of Breachers, a pretty dang fantastic gunman himself.
I mean, that definitely boosts Aspect's odds. I mean, that's definitely better than just having an AI walk in. I wonder if that's how the bot changed. I wonder if he joined and then disconnected, so Nick came in. I don't know if that's what happened. But
is that how that works? So I think I've seen people. I guess if you come in, you take over. I don't know actually. Now I'm wondering if it swaps them out. I've never seen that behavior.
It does change out. I've never seen somebody connect and disconnect so quickly that it doesn't ever look like they were there, but it does swap out the bot once a player leaves. It will come in as a different bot.
So if he leaves, would it still be Nick, or would it change to a different one? Oh, it would still be.
It would be a different bot.
It would? Oh, that's so funny. Well, I mean, let's see how Aspect can come off onto this. Look at ZK just swinging into orange window. I mean, that is really aggressive. Had that cloak. Trying to take out this player bottom orange, not getting any shots. And look at Relic up on the hatch. He's actually hiding in a pretty good spot in the smoke. And they know he's there, and Big Lunch just shooting through the smoke gets that pick.
Gonna be unfortunate for them. I know they were totally expecting that. They had the drone in there to help them out. But it looks like, no, never mind. It's a beautiful. Is that a frag?
Mm-hmm. Oh, what a nice frag right onto the staircase. Anonymous evening that up for a 4v4, but the hatch is blown now. There's nobody left up on the top floor from from Blitzkrieg's side. So they have free reign to start doing this work down into the stairwell and get control of the wall.
Anonymous ran all the way back to site too, so he was not planning on sticking with that flank. They're going to keep an eye on it, but Anonymous already ran all the way back to B, so all the players are on the site floor right now. Wall finally opened. A minute into the round. Percentage getting some shots, and wow! Getting taken out by Mabisio, but Faded getting a quick refrag off on the Stephen Curry. Good shots right there. 3v3 now. Health advantage in favor of Blitzkrieg is all players that are 100. Minute 10 left on the clock, so Aspect has to do something here, but look at these long angles. Using that C4 to pop open the war room wall just gives that super long angle onto that doorway.
You can see both of them in war room right now. Dalton holding a pretty solid angle. They'd have to really count their shots, but I think here's the problem. They should be able to get the plant out. Looks like I Blame I Am is going to be able to stick that one. Big Lunch commits, though doesn't. Is not ready for Dalton, but Faded there with a beautiful backup as long as Anonymous, no, cannot capitalize. They're going to be able to have the hatch. They're going to be able to maintain the top now. Mobby somehow having a fight against I Blame I Am and Faded.
Oh, this is a beautiful post-plant position. I Blame can watch the stairs and wait for any sort of flank to happen. They know that they need to push the stairwell. Anonymous pushes up, gives himself away with gunfire. Not quite able to take the shot. Ooh, Faded barely living, but I Blame with a perfect sidewinder and manages to clean it up and keep Faded in the game and get the round in their favor.
Yes, sir. Blame that. He played that perfect, too. He sat in that corner and waited for them to have contact onto Faded. The second he heard those shots, swings it, gets the easiest 2K of his life. Both players were looking towards Faded, so really well executed cross angle. What's this dude laughing about?
Oh, go back to the cast in just a bit. Watch it, like leave it on, and then watch it in 2.5 minutes. I have a perfect moment. I Blame I Am gets. It's a beautiful clip, by the way. You see the 2K. You see Faded dancing, and it's beautiful. Honestly, it's beautiful. I honestly, Gravy, I gotta tell you, if you're watching right now, I gotta send you some stuff. There's a lot of good content that came out of this playoff season. There's some good memes. There's some really good memes from both the EU and NA side of things. Just saying.
I wish I was recording yesterday so I could have gotten Serbler C4ing himself. Because that was such a prime moment. I can't believe I squandered it.
Dude, I think one of the more insane ones it's like of course it happens in playoffs was the one that Juice had captured. Someone throws a frag. First time I had seen it, but the static has collision, which I didn't know, and it bounced it and actually redirected it to actually kill somebody.
It was the craziest thing, dude. I'm telling you, Shimmy, like, he threw the grenade. Okay, let's get into this round. We'll talk about it after, but look at these people just already dropping hatch. Aspect just playing super aggressive. And wow, the entire Blitzkrieg team just kind of gave up that area, and Walkers just kind of ran away. See this entry. It is the final round, so everyone's going to full buy. Everyone has full buy rifles, so this is probably the most even round we've seen this half. Putting some spring mines down, that might come into play later into the round. Walls have not been popped yet, I don't believe, so I think they're getting on to him now, but it's still at a standstill. I mean, there's only been 3 damage off on the Steph Curry. Everyone else, and then there's go Blame My Aim, and he takes out Mabisio, but very low. C4 toss takes him out and almost takes out ZK as well.
Beautiful pick there, almost taking out a 2. I thought it was gonna be a 2K there. Honestly, it was way too well received. Self-flashing coming out from the Aspect players. Incen really denying them that entry right now. Dalton taking down percentage hero, I guess, whatever. As the Aspect players struggling for this last push.
Ooh, Relic getting a nice shot straight onto Big Lunch. It is down to ZK. ZK has to figure something out as Faded gets taken out. Double kill, but he's not able to fend off all 4. That was a bad situation right there. Unfortunately, Faded going out on vending was fatal. Was absolutely fatal to ZK.
Well played by the Blitzkrieg side, though. I mean, you got 4-2 on defense. That's not the worst thing. I need to see how Faded responds, though, with this defense. Hopefully Aspect can get something together. And look, they're doing that C4. They're doing the C4 where they pop the hatch and the wall. Me and Shimmy actually saw this a couple casts ago, but that's actually really innovative. I wonder if Aspect is going to have someone upstairs playing that hatch, because that could really throw off an offense.
Honestly, the hatch is pretty strong. I've noticed on defense, some of these hatches really deny whole areas, and that's why I really do think the C4 is one of those kind of game-changing gadgets. You know, shout out to, I think, what's that little mine you put up behind you again? I forgot the name. It's on attack. The spring mine. Shout out to that one. It's cool. I don't know if it's a game-changing one per se. This one literally opens up new areas that the defense normally couldn't get to.
C4 has been one of my favorite additions to the game, just for this ability to be able to open things up as defenders. You don't have to wait for a wall to blow from home or have to count on wall bangs. You can just open it up for yourself. But we see the push from the back. Percentage getting 1 and ZK getting 2. It is falling apart. Percentage getting yet another. Oh my goodness, the rush onto the backside of it is completely falling apart.
Oh, it has gotten shut down. Relic all by himself just gets annihilated, and wow, that might be second place in the fastest rounds we've seen in the playoffs. I mean, that was really quick, but credit to Aspect, they were ready for that. Wow.
Let me get this replay real quick. You can see the one get knocked down. Mabby, Steven. We see, of course, Dalton in the back. And then I think there's one more that might have happened. And unfortunate for the Blitzkrieg players. Aspect, honestly, on fire. And I think once they got the 5th win, they're like, let's actually be serious this time around. And it's looking a lot better. They know what they're doing. You can tell these players have played this game time and time again.
Oh, man. It just... Aspect having a great defense. I think they're going to be just fine despite not getting a ton of attack rounds, and especially just because they were low on manpower for the first half. They're showcasing that they're going to be just fine. They're going to be able to hold this down. But we're in that mid-buy. We're in that situation where Cadillos and RCPs and Omens are coming out. So the formula's changed a little bit. They're going to have to still really earn every point to their name.
Down here, Aspect trying to pull this one back, but I mean, that was a really good bounce back round. I mean, really shut down that off meta by that Blitzkrieg team. So I'm curious to see how they approach this. So look at ZK holding a lean angle on the stairs. So he might actually catch one of these players off guard. Yeah, they didn't even see him. They just walked over to the hatch, didn't even look at the stairs, and there it is. ZK with 1, ZK with 2.
That is nasty. A great start though. Dalton picking up their own in the end. There's still a solid trade though. Aspect up at least by 1 player right now. Is Anonymous gonna be going in for the commit? No, it doesn't work. Dalton, there's themselves. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, Dalton is cleaning house inside of the site. Big one tries to push him and absolutely whiffs it. Oh, good lord, Dalton completely salvaged that round on his own for his team.
How did that go in Blitzkrieg's favor? I swear that round was looking so good with ZK getting those first 2 opening picks. Everything just fell apart after that. I don't even know what happened, but that's rough right there. And now Blitzkrieg up 5-3 in a really good spot now. I mean, they could take this one home early.
I got a little worried, honestly, for Aspect, because the fact that, I'm gonna be honest, they should have had that round. That's one of those rounds where I think it should have went their way. Shout out to Dalton, apparently MVP. I think right now for the Blitzkrieg side, being able to get some crazy clutch plays for them there. I want to see something from Aspect though. It's itching in my bones. I know they can do this, but I'm not quite seeing the action right now.
No, not yet. They were off to a rough start, but also Dalton is going insane. He is 13-5 already, and we're in the 9th round. Not even started just yet. He is doing fantastic. He is keeping his team well in it and with a good lead. But we're getting into this 9th round. The bye is still not looking amazing on either side, but still workable.
Dalton doing his best Crimson impression, trying to drop a 20 bomb. He needs 7 more, but I mean, he might win too fast. Good grenade here from Blame. Ooh, actually had a bad bounce right there. Didn't really get any tags. Tried to run away, and Steph was there to catch him off guard and give that early man advantage towards Blitzkrieg. Mabisio walking in with the Knut, and they're just in sight. Mabisio is in the B objective, and there's no Aspect players inside.
This is the problem with an aggressive defense. As you can see, Anonymous able to get the plant down. They have the site. Now it's a retake by A3. I don't know if they got this in them, though. Look at this. 4 players up. Steven barely survives it.
Oh, this is completely falling apart. Percentage getting 1, getting 2, but Anonymous able to refrag. That, like you said, that is the detriment of having such an aggressive defense. They found their one avenue and just walked along right next to that defensive line through the smokes and got right into sight without them ever realizing it.
That was the single
Oh.
doorway. That was the single doorway that would have worked, and that's where they went. Every other way, all the Aspect players were playing out there. Mabisio got that one pick, and they all just followed. It was like an ant colony. They just like followed in a line straight into the site, planted, and I've never seen that before, where there's like the entire enemy team is just in sight that quick, and the whole defense was pretty much alive too, like maybe a pick or two, and then they had to just try to retake, and that was bad. Now Blitzkrieg on match point.
I was getting flashbacks. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I thought we were about to see some crazy ace work again with an Huracan. I don't know what is going on in the playoffs this time around, but I've been seeing a lot of game time for the Huracan. Not just game time that's trolling, but genuine game time. It's putting in work. It's putting in kills. It's getting paid to be there.
Oh man, I mean, I love the Huracan. I love seeing it having yet another renaissance, really bringing it back. We don't see any in. Oh, we do see one in play right now by Big Lunch. He's gonna have to really work those angles, stay super close. But ZK is able to take an immediate headshot onto Steven, give them a man advantage early, and he's gonna retreat back to site.
Faded is on the hatch right now, and I don't think they know it. Yeah, there he is. Gets a pick. They didn't check the hatch, so that's the problem with not droning right there. They weren't able to check storage, and Faded able to get that pick. But look at the Blitzkrieg team. They all three ran to lobby. We might see an A rotate go through generator, but we see ZK, I believe, in lobby about to flank these people. But oh no, Relic and Dalton. Got to keep an eye on their back, and there we go. Anonymous takes out that flank watch. So now we might see Blitzkrieg just storm inside.
There we go. Relic now on site. EMP ready to be planted. I don't know if we're going to see Aspect able to come in. I play my aim. Looking around. They planted in a non-meta spot, so that's going to be perfect for them. Now having to retake site. Gets picked up, baited. Now in a 1v2, and it's not looking great. They get zoned out. And of course, Dalton, of all players, is going to be the one to finish this one out.
Oh, with a nice, clean, single tap straight to the forehead. Dalton finishes out being 15-6, really showing his stuff. Anonymous right behind him at 12-4. They had some crazy performers today.
Those are crazy numbers, dude. I mean, 15, 12 kills. That's awesome. So good job from Blitzkrieg taking that map 1, hoping to bring this energy into map 2. But Aspect on that backside, they gotta fix something, because it just did not work. Whatever they did here did not work.
I'm wondering if they just got to take a break, or maybe just reset their mind. Maybe, I'm not sure. I don't think it's pressure. Maybe they were kind of in a goofy. We saw them. They were trolling a little bit for the first round, but then they did get their 5th player in, so they started playing a little bit better. And some of these last couple rounds, we've seen some great clutch plays from them. It just unfortunately doesn't always turn into a win. I mean, look at this current replay right now. ZK getting a 1-2, able to finish up the 3rd there in the end. And it's just so many weird plays, and I think almost like great counters to each of these teams. Right? We've seen some overly aggressive plays against some of these overly aggressive defenses.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, Blitzkrieg was on fire. They were really able. Like it I will give it that Aspect had a really, really good defense. It was very, very aggressive, but it was almost too aggressive, as we saw just a couple of times. Small little mistakes left big openings that Blitzkrieg was able to immediately react upon. I have to give them credit where it's due. They're very good at reacting. They're very fluid, and that is something that is very valuable in a Breachers team.
I mean, we gotta see Aspect try to bounce back. I don't know exactly what map we're going to. What does it say? Does that say ship? We're going to ship. It does say ship. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Gonna go watch a ship match. That's always nice. So no hideout, at least for map 2. So
I'm so fine with that.
Thank you, chat. We are okay with not another hideout map, not another. Well, I guess we just had factory, so I can't really complain about that one. But anyways, I think we're good to let the teams know they are good to get started at this point, as we'll have Aspect place against Blitzkrieg. Do we happen to know which team chose the first map? Who's the higher seed? Is it Aspect?
Aspect is the higher seed.
So their map? Dang, they lost on it then. If they chose map. Again, they don't have to technically choose map, right? They could choose side. People sometimes do that.
I think they did choose map because, yeah, if they chose factory, then yeah, Blitzkrieg would have chose defense. So I think that's what happened.
I mean, they weren't in the best situation, so.
That's true. They did start off rough. Anyways, we'll be making our way over to ship, of course. You can't go wrong with a little bit of good ship in your hand. How do we feel about ship today, boys?
I am feeling fantastic about it. I always love this map. So I will never argue with seeing ship in play. We do
I love it.
get to start out on that top floor too.
Exactly, and util is the name of the game when we're playing ship. I need to see this offense come out fire and hopefully buy some flashbangs, especially for this top side. I always say it, once you take control of this little captain's quarters, depending on if Aspect's going to play it aggressive or not, it seems like Faded might be playing on the stairs, but you get those flashbangs and you can just storm site. You throw them like through the breach wall and it covers the entire objective.
We do get ready for this. Faded gonna be one of the roamers out there. A little bit extended, not quite one of those deep ones. And already seeing, I think, a switch up. Are we gonna be seeing Blitzkrieg going in for the B side? I think we are, as they will be trying to penetrate this defense as fast as they possibly can. Or not.
No, it looks like we do have Steven Cupcake already in. Foam gets tossed down from the hatch. ZK right there, waiting for his opportunity to swing. But an instant does go out. Looks like they're going to switch to the sidewall. The sidewall gets broken by Bioso, misses and doesn't get faded.
Tried to walk in with that Taurus, did not work. Faded shut that down really quick. And this offense is kind of stalling out right now. ZK with one of his own below the half. ZK with two. ZK with three. Wait a minute. Oh, Anonymous, though, does get that refrag. So it's all to Anonymous now. Takes out a second. Takes out a third. What is... Okay, that round was all over the place. Anonymous almost actually clutched that up, but Aspect able to bring that pistol round.
Gotta love it. I mean, I love multi kills, right? That's exactly what we had seen there. Able to get ZK's first pick there. They got the second one there. They got the third one there right at the end. And unfortunately for Blitzkrieg, I think we're seeing Aspect heat up a little bit.
We definitely are. We definitely are. That was such an amazing hold. ZK timed that perfectly, and the rest of his team collapsed exactly as they needed to. Faded holding off any sort of approach into that site, shutting down the plan. Like that was textbook defense. That was so well executed.
Blitzkrieg, they tried to do that off meta push and they popped the hatch in that window, but I think they just kind of took too long. They kind of sat up there for a little bit and they let Aspect get ready for it, and they all pulled over to that site and they shut it down, and they had that really good opening pick after the wall got opened, and then it was just downhill from there for Blitzkrieg. But well done from Aspect, and hopefully they can build off on this.
That indeed. Aspect coming in to this upcoming round. We see Mobby already coming in. ZK with the first pick, and gotta say, ZK, the amount of times we've said ZK on his cast so far in this map, they're on fire right now.
That C4 throw was insane through the hatch. If that would have gotten somebody, that I would have been speechless. But we're going to see the break into bunks as the push begins. ZK still trying to get another kill, but he's low on health. He needs to pull back and get a stim if there's one available. It doesn't look like there is, though. He's gonna have to figure something out. Anonymous still holding the window, looking for an opportunity that he can help his team capitalize off of.
ZK actually traded out his gun. I believe he gave it to Blame. Yeah, he did, because he was low on health, but now Blame is low on health. So now they're maybe going to trade that Cadillo to someone else, but maybe not. A lot of damage is Faded. Gets that taken. Look at this Aspect team. Big Lunch is dead, but three of the Aspect players are all one-shot.
Percentage trying to hold his angle. I blame my aim. Still applying pressure. Steven, though, picking them up for the count. Take the one, take the two, and that's a beautiful 2K. Finishing that out for the Aspect players.
Oh my goodness, Hero not failing to impress with such a quick flick. Mastery of that Cadillo really in play right there. Very, very well done. I mean, despite the fact that they were all low on health, three people down to 20 or lower, and still pulling that off. Very well done.
Well done, and that's what they got to do to win these games. I mean, they faced adversity and they overcome. And look at them, they're buying full buy rifles now. A few Vezins here, a couple Cadillos. I wonder if... Oh yeah, Blitzkrieg. It seems like they're just going to go for another meta, because the off metas just have not been working for them recently. So maybe they just got to stick to the basics, because I feel like Aspect's just been ready for all of these attacks.
I think they've just locked in. Honestly, I know map 1, we talked about they started off like a couple rounds, was it 2 or 3 rounds? They even swapped out a bot, think about it. How often does that happen where you swap out a bot because they're underperforming so bad for your team? So it's good to see Aspect really lock in now, doing a good job. Already 2 points in, maybe get 3 points in and be doing just as good as they did on map 1. Think about it. We're only 3 rounds in.
We do see drone going out and a bit of a breach into armory. Nothing just yet. ZK really holding close. Is the drone actually going to see him? It is going to get him, but he's going to turn around and get a pick, but Dalton is going to be right there to refrag.
Dalton got that one, and also another pick from the Aspect side, so that's unfortunate. The defense is dropping right now, so good attack so far, dwindling the numbers on that Blitzkrieg side. They might be able to get their first round here if they can continue this push. There is a roamer all the way upstairs, though. Gotta keep an eye on I blame my aim. That is something that could be detrimental for this attack, but we see Faded holding this workbench area in the smoke, and the attacks now walks in. Relic getting some shots in. I think he saw that player walking to the corner. Instants are being tossed, but I blame my aim slowly coming down that flank now.
I'm waiting to see if we can get something from a Faded in this corner, but not quite working out in the way they want. Dalton trying to watch it, but look at this. Nobody on side. We do have Aspect having to retake this. Blame My Aim takes a shot. Faded looking for that swing.
Ooh, massive amounts of fire coming in from the doorway, but there is no wall. They have one single angle to work with. They don't have any C4 that they can utilize either. Faded going for wall bangs. I blame my am going in, looking for his next pick. He doesn't quite find it onto Relic. Relic is able to get out of there in time, but he is able to get the reswing and get the kill. And Relic is able to get the second one with the Vezin that he picked up off of I blame. Oh.
Wow, I mean that's how you bounce back. You go down 2 rounds. A good bounce back performance for Blitzkrieg, and they just took sight right there. I mean, they cleared out that workbench area and walked in. I blame my aim was on a really long flank all the way upstairs. It took him a while to get down the stairs. He was able to get one, but just couldn't get more than that. And at that point, it was a post plant situation with the offense having numbers, so it just did not work out for that Aspect side.
Oh my goodness, it's going back and forth. I don't know if they're going to be able to come out of this right now. Aspect, it feels like they have the momentum going up, but Blitzkrieg kind of coming back there, kind of. Very hesitantly I say that, but who knows? We still have the first half. We still have a couple of rounds left in this first half. We'll see what Aspect does on this defense. But again, still relatively aggressive. You have Hero downstairs. You have Fade. You have ZK holding these more aggressive positions.
Oh, with Blitzkrieg now in the swing of things for this map, this could be detrimental towards Aspect. They don't have an amazing buy. They still have 3 Cadillos and a Marui in play, but I still feel like the advantage is going to sit with Blitzkrieg in terms of this buy. Though it looks like I can't quite tell what Mebioso has. It looks like we are going to see a B push, and Big Lunch is going to get the first pick.
That's a huge first pick, and I don't know the push. They're kind of all split around, but the EMP is going B, it looks like. But the whole team is all around, and Hero's actually downstairs holding through the hatch right now. Might be able to catch that player on the half wall. Anonymous by that coffee machine, holding a lean into the hallway, not getting any shots up. Hero, I think he's going to come back from that flank, maybe try to come up those stairs. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this offense, just completely split. It's like a 1-1-2. They have people kind of surrounding the entire area.
And I'm watching this Mabby, I'm watching this Big Lunch maybe run into each other. I'm trying to see where they're trying to decide where to go. Hero picking up Dalton there. Now just leaving Anonymous by themselves, but it looks like they are going to be peeling out as Mabby coming from downstairs. Exactly what they needed. But ZK coming in with their own pick, but the refrag again.
Oh, nice double pick from Anonymous, evening it up to 2-2. Health getting back in their pocket as he's able to stem up. Big Lunch still at the very back of the hallway trying to fight with a Viper while I blame my aim pushes through connector trying to get back into A site. Double Vezins going into the site. Smoke's ready. They're looking for their opportunity to plant.
They played that well. They knew that that player was in the hallway, so hey, there's only one guaranteed on site at least. So, Big Lunch though, able to pull that one back, but no, Anonymous had something to say about that. What a shot from Anonymous to get that refrag, get that EMP down, and we have a tie game on our hands now.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Big Lunch had that one. We see it in the replay right there. Got the one, got the two, but it just couldn't. Sorry, the one, but not the two there. And it sucks. You can see the shot literally go just slightly left of where they were aiming, and it just didn't quite work out in their favor. That's gonna be heartbreaking.
Oh my goodness, the beautiful way that Anonymous played that. I mean, it was at the cost of his team, but it still got them the round, and he still gets to carry that Vezin over. They're set up for good buys, and Mabioso is bringing a Huracan. Yes! Oh, this is about to be an interesting round.
What is up with people using the Huracan? I mean, I feel like
it's meta now.
Really
it's meta now. I don't know what to tell you. It is meta now, apparently.
It is. I mean, I think they were watching the cast. That's what they were doing. They saw that Huracan ace, and people are just trying to replicate it now.
My thing is, it's not even like map specific. I've seen people use it across maps. Ship has been used. It's been used also on Skyscraper. We've seen it in a couple other areas. So it's got great success. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, we also see a couple RCPs out, despite the fact that they were able to fully buy. They are just charging right in. Percentage getting a kill right now, but the bathroom has been completely opened up. I blame getting a second pick. And right now, Mabioso is running. Oh my gosh, that was so goofy. But he's going for another. Oh no, he doesn't see me. It's over.
Oh no, he had that. I thought he was gonna be able to get that second player too. Oh, that was so funny. And Relic, hey, hold on, wait, we have a 2-2, now a 2-1. Whoa! But I blame my aim is on the hatch and gets the pick, and he also has possession of the EMP right below the hatch, so he's actually in a really good spot right now. But Stefan has to do something here to try to regain it. And did he grab the EMP? He did. He did grab the EMP. He's gonna rotate. What is happening right now? This round has been all over the place. He's gonna hit the plant, and he's gonna hear that audio cue of Blame dropping the hatch. So now he knows that he's in bathroom.
Totally aware where I blame my aim is. You got the 1v1, very doable for I blame. They have a lot of time. They just put it down, but they got to get this perfect. Steven's got to know how to jiggle peek this one. Otherwise, I'd be a little scared. Timer counting down. This is going to be a do or die moment for this round.
Oh, I blame my aim is slowly creeping up. He's going to catch Stefan. Oh my god, he actually gets it. Oh, and there we go. He just needs to find that EMP and get it down. Well played, not giving away any information, letting Stefan do all of the noise work for him, getting to work slowly off of that.
You saw Blame My Aim just sitting behind that box in bathroom, just ticking time away, just trying to bait Stefan just to get him like shaken up, because you saw him like just quick peek and had no idea where Blame My Aim was. For all he knows, he could have rotated back through the other site, so he was kind of paranoid. You could see him just quick peeking both ways, and Blame, he played that perfectly. Crouch walked up, made no noise like you said, and let Stefan make all the noise in the world, knew exactly where he was, got that pick, clutched the round, and now at least secured a 3-3 half, but they still have an opportunity here to take a 4-2 lead.
And like I said, this feels very much like a Looney Tunes moment. I had to replay back there real quick. Let me pull up one last time. The moment you're in the middle of the smoke, you see Hero trying to fight off the Huracan. You can almost see Hero try to dodge left and right. Does get one dodge off. Can't quite get the second one there. Beautiful, beautiful moments, I gotta say, on cast. Y'all are making these things very hilarious. I don't know who decided the Huracan was meta today, but I will take that. I will take that.
That made me so happy. If he would have stuck with the Huracan too, he would have gotten the second kill.
Yes,
but he decided to go for the Marui instead. It was heartbreaking.
Man, I was thinking that too. I saw him running away with the Marui, and I was like, man, if he still had that Huracan, he would kill this guy. Dalton, though, early pick for this Blitzkrieg side, so good early pick right there. Percentage getting another one. A C4 toss. Beautiful toss from Faded. Taking out Dalton.
Hero coming in. I blame my aim. Going in for the run out. Man, they are dominating them right now on his defense. Hero getting another one. Anonymous now left in a 1v3. I blame my aim. Looks like everyone's going to go in for a potential push. They are not. They're not pulling their foot off the gas pedal.
No, but Anonymous is looking for his opportunity to work off of it. I blame I am jumping out, trying to get the kill. Anonymous gets faded, and he looks like he's going to reassess to try and get I blame as the chase begins. And he is not able to get him. I blame running in as the timer is about to go out, getting the kill, putting them at 4-2.
Ooh, Anonymous just... I think he didn't know where Big Lunch was either, so he kind of had to keep an eye on his back, but he couldn't because the other guy was outside. It was a whole cluster right there. Unfortunate. Almost had that 1v2. Couldn't get that pick on that player outside. So Aspect taking a 4-2 lead in a really good spot. Definitely a better performance than that last map already. So I mean, we might actually see a map 3. I mean, that's what it's shaping out to be.
Chat. Are we gonna see a map 3? Let us know. W's in the chat for Aspect if you think. Well, sorry, if you want them to win, so they can go on to a map 3, because it's looking like that way, Shimi. I don't know about you, but it's feeling like they're cooking. Maybe they're brewing up a little storm for us.
I think the only other thing that's brewing right now is my headache from how much of a streamer you are. Jesus.
Oh, I think you're about to talk about your IBS. You know.
Oh, well, we don't talk about that on camera. Listen, I'm old.
Oh my god.
But we do see a good setup for this middle floor. Drone goes in. Aspect is on the prowl, going straight for the roof hatch, oddly enough, trying to find their way into that bridge to work their way down.
Interesting choice to break that hatch right there. It seems like they're just going to go for a dartboard window. That is what it is. So once again, another off-meta Aspect on this pistol round. Trying to start out with an aggressive push here. But look at the Blitzkrieg side. They've already rotated over to A. And Big Lunch, though, taking out one ZK, one of his own as well. Oh, no. Aspect is storming in the site. Big Lunch with another refrag. And EMP is already going down.
Beautiful finishes there. 2v2 left. Now Mabi and Anana. Never mind. Hero coming in for a beautiful 2K in the end there. Let's pull that one out. That's a beautiful finish for Aspect.
Oh, coming around from behind, coming from the opposite side, and taking them out when they're choke pointed in the connector. Well done, Hero. That was such an excellently executed push. They lost a few lives, but they were able to make it out perfectly. A great pistol round in the pocket, allowing them to buy a couple SMGs and a couple of Cadeos.
That's what you need. That's what you need. And it looks like we might be seeing a map 3. I mean, if Aspect keeps playing like this, we're in for a good game. I would be curious to see what map would be chosen for 3. But top floor site now. Gonna see
Skyscraper.
A lot of util,
You already know.
Skyscraper.
Skyscraper
Yeah,
or a mall? I feel a mall low key.
I would like either.
I want to see
cool.
him cook up a little bit of mall, you know.
That'd be cool.
Oh my goodness, not another mall.
You know what? Actually,
mall.
I want to. What are we talking about? Kill
I
House,
wanna
brother.
Sky.
I want to see Kill House. What are we talking about?
So right.
Kill
You're
House,
So right.
Kill House. What am I?
Yeah, no.
What am I thinking?
Control
Kill
point.
House.
Control. All right, guys. I think I know what we're doing next. We're gonna be watching Control Point.
Oh man, you never know. Them control points get devious, especially when you have actually 5v5s. But that would be so funny. They just load into a control point after this.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Aspect starting out their attack on round 8, of course. And Mabi already knocking down I Blame My Aim. That is going to be a beautiful breach wall that they can utilize.
Oh my goodness, they just rocket through the site.
Oh, man.
Percentage getting 3, Big Lunch getting a 4th, and it is down to Anonymous. He has to survive an onslaught of 3 aggressive Aspect players, while ZK gets that plant down, ensuring that they can go to post plant.
That's exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of the game. You saw that flashbang. It literally took out the entire Blitzkrieg team. A single flashbang. But Anonymous, hold on, dwindles the numbers just a bit, making it a 1v2. Gets a little bit of damage, but not looking the best for Anonymous. And wait a minute! 1v1 post plant, but Hero's on a really good one-way angle. He can actually see him below that table. Yeah, and Anonymous can't even see him right there. Unfortunate. And Aspect's gonna go on match point. And beautiful attack. I mean, that was just well executed.
Honestly, I always feel so bad for whoever's going to be in connector and having to retake side. I've seen that nasty angle used time and time again, and it's just one of those. I mean, how do you even try to shoot them from that angle to counter it? You basically have to go for a rotate, and oh my goodness, that's going to burn a lot of time.
Yeah. I didn't like Aspect feeding the absolute crap out of Anonymous, but that final angle hold was perfect, and that did give them the opportunity to win that round. So even as a failsafe, or just as a failsafe, it worked so excellently. And having that match point, they're back in business. Aspect is back, showcasing what they can do. This is what I was wanting to see from them.
I mean, they really bounced back. It's been like a completely different team, other than that map one. Like we were saying, I think that map one at the very beginning, at least they were just messing around, going all Tauruses, just walking in. Didn't really work out, but I mean, they've really pulled back right here. And now on match point, I mean, really close to seeing a map 3 right now. But I mean, Blitzkrieg is not out of it just yet.
Out of it for the action into the fire for Asp. Let's see if they can finally finish this one out, take us to a map 3. And honestly, if they can beat them with a 7-2, it looks just a tad bit better than the loss they received in the previous map with that 7-3.
Percentage pushing up. Mabioso getting the pick onto Big Lunch and immediately drops the vent, but he's gonna get chased down. Oh, Anonymous gets the refrag though. This is not going well for Aspect.
Unfortunate. Look at this flanker from Relic. I don't think anyone's keeping an eye on it, so that's something to keep an eye on. But look at ZK. ZK's in sight, and no one knows it. Able to take out one. Gets refragged, though, by Stefan. So the numbers dwindling from both sides. The Blitzkrieg having that numbers advantage. Blame my aim walking in. Tried to put EMP down. Taken out, and look at that. Blitzkrieg winning another round. I mean, they're slowly making their way back.
As long as they keep this tight, Aspect's got this. They have several rounds to mess up before it really matters and they're on that overtime point. But hey, I've said it time and time again, just because you're on match point doesn't mean you're guaranteed the win. We've seen teams come back, and I wouldn't be shocked if we saw it again. So it's all up to Aspect if they can play this smart.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are we about to see a comeback? It's way too early to say. But they do still have the potential. They were in the lower buy for that round, and they just made it work for them. Unfortunately, Aspect kind of just threw bodies at the problem, and it did not solve it.
Mabicio's going Hurricane again, so I can't wait to see him run and gun and get a Hurricane kill. I would love to see him, maybe an ace. You never know.
You want to see an ace again? Yeah, if someone's able to get an Hurricane pick right now, I'll drop $20 in the chat. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? No, actually, I'll buy you a bundle. I'll buy you a bundle. Whoever gets it, you get the bundle. Clip that. This game only. This game only. No BS in the later matches because I've said it out loud.
Oh my goodness, Martini. But I would love to see a Huracan ace. I mean,
Lobby on Ace Watch.
Oh, he's right there.
Yeah, that was a Cadillo. He bought a Cadillo. He sold the Hurricane. He bought a Cadillo. Come on, Mabicio. We were rooting for you, but look at percentage getting that pick. So Aspect already in that man advantage now, taking control of the punch room. But oh no, the trip mines were not droned out, and trip mines make it an even 3-3. Hatches blown, drops Thatch, gets picked off, and it's all up to Big Lunch in a 1v2. And wait a minute. I don't know what just happened, but Blitzkrieg won that round.
I think the aggression they try to really pick up for Aspect didn't work out in their favor, and it's fine. I mean, the economy is not in the worst condition I've seen it in. It's in a manageable state.
It is. I mean, they did save ultimately. They did go 5 omens, hoping to make something work, and it just wasn't enough for them. They do have a healthier buy this round, but they only have it in terms of one-tap head guns, a Marui and a Cadillo. Never mind, that's been swapped out. Oh no, they do have a Vezin. Okay, no, there we go. We've got a Vezin and a Cadillo both in play. I was gonna say they saved. They should have enough money for a better buy, and that's a pretty solid buy that they can work with. But that's a 5-stack of Vezins and Maruis on the Blitzkrieg side. That's gonna be hard to deal with, especially when these walls start opening up.
It always comes down to gun advantage sometime, and it's just not in favor of Aspect right now, as Blitzkrieg is trying to pull this one back. I mean, like you said, look at them all full by rifles, and some of the Aspect players blame he's resorting to an omen, so that just, it hurts a little bit not having a one headshot potential. But percentage getting an early pick, so that is already a Marui down. If he's able to grab that, that would actually help his team out really tremendously.
They're going for this kind of wide attack. Hero, no, somehow doesn't get them caught out by surprise. Relic now having to hold down the might of the Aspect 3. Nope, they get knocked down too. Steven now in the 1v3. Not impossible, but definitely going to be a challenging situation. Goes in for their utility, but again, it's going to be a challenging part. I hate going in for this rotate.
Oh, Stefan has to make something work, but he is able to get the first pick. He has to get 2 more down, though. Faded and I Blame still looking good, but a little bit of health down on I Blame. Stefan reaching through there, but he's not quite able to get picked. He is not gonna get it. I blame finishes it out for Aspect.
That was close. If he was able to get around that corner right there, he might have been able to catch them off guard. Just could not bend that corner right there. But good game here. I mean, this was a lot. This was a way better performance from Aspect. I mean, they really locked in here. And even though they did, Blitzkrieg, they stuck in with them. They really were there. I mean, 7-4, not a bad game, but we're going to map 3. I'm excited, and I think I'm leaning towards Aspect to win this, but I mean, Blitzkrieg really been showing.
I don't know. Blitzkrieg doesn't really feel like a pushover squad. I know Aspect started rolling in the end. Maybe they really locked in on the map. Maybe it was a map diff, right? Maybe Blitzkrieg is that much better on Factory. It's totally possible there. I just find that challenging, right? So I'm thinking Aspect is just a little bit better at ship is my guess, but who knows?
Oh man, what a map. I mean, they really showcased their stuff. There was a couple times that they had scrappy rounds and just couldn't quite make it through, but ultimately they were able to pull the win. Looking with some people really overperforming. Anonymous 19-7 and ZK 13-10.
Oh no, 19 kills and they lost the round. They lost the game. I mean, that is just heartbreaking. I don't know. You put that much work. I don't know what everyone else. Go closer to the leaderboard. Let's see. Oh, 2-11. Oh, that's rough from Dalton Breachers. But I mean, what a performance from Anonymous. I mean, he really put the team on his back. But I don't know if they have more of a team performance. I think that would be better. If Dalton and the rest of the team can show up, I mean, Blitzkrieg might have a chance in this next map.
I mean, we got to remember, though, Dalton did show up in the previous map, at least. It could just be a map-to-map thing,
yeah.
right? I think it's one of those kind of situations. But I know Anonymous is in those comms like, I know it wasn't me. I know it wasn't me this game.
Oh, man. I mean, he did put up some crazy numbers last round. Just it might have not have been his map and might not be where he likes where he particularly succeeds. But we are still waiting for 2 Aspect players to connect so we can get into this third map, this tiebreaker round. It's been a contentious series so far.
I don't know if they're taking a break or what. Got to get some of these Aspect players in, but I don't know. That was it was a really close game.
7-3, 7-4, still a close game. It's only 1 point difference, right? If we really think about it from map to map. You're right. I haven't seen some of the Aspect players in. I'm wondering if they're taking a brief intermission. So if anyone is aware, please let us know whether or not we go on break. I don't see anything in the championship pages mentioned either. I have been just notified by Faded. They are taking a 10-minute break. Sounds good. Well, chat, you know what that means. We're going to take a little pee break. We'll be back in just a bit. We'll see y'all in 10 minutes. Don't go too far. Hopefully, we start pretty soon. And welcome back. We just came back from a very brief intermission. Looks like Blitzkrieg will be rolling right into the thick of it. We do have a little nice map called Arctic.
A good way to finish out the series. One of the most popular maps as of late. Looks like we've got Aspect back on attack. They did showcase some great stuff. A little bit maybe too aggressive and strung out on their previous on that previous ship map, but I think it's still something they can work with. This is a map that Aspect knows inside and out. Let's get right into it.
Already starting off with the aggression. They're going to pop this kitchen wall, I imagine. Yep, there it goes, and they're going to play out there. But look at this hot drop from Aspect. All four players dropping in a C4. Taz doesn't get the pick, but Blame is now 17 health, and the rest of the team is in gym rather. Getting the wall open, kills, Fading gets 2. Blame with 1. What is happening?
Everyone gonna pick left and right. A stick in the EMP plan. They don't fake it. Anonymous now having to deal with the retake. Now in a 3v1. I blame my aim. Looks like they're looking at their PDA real quick. What is going on over there as they get TK'd by Hero?
Oh my goodness. Anonymous has to figure this out, but Aspect did just make it a little bit easier. They said this is going to be too hard. Let's give him a fighting chance. But Faded is going to shut that down and give it to Aspect. That is first point on the board.
What a round. I mean, they popped that hatch and they all just dropped in. That was crazy. It was like a snake. They were just all lined up together, just running, and they took control of that gym area, just walked in, Faded got 2, killed one with an instant actually, and just got the EMP down. I don't think the Blitzkrieg side was ready for that like at all.
Honestly, I don't know if you saw that guy. There was someone on the back end right when they popped hatch. They had the C4. I thought they were going to get a multi-kill off of that. And I was excited, ready for that, but it didn't quite land where they needed it to. So Aspect, I hate to say it, you did barely get by on that one.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Just the sheer gusto these guys have. It is so entertaining to watch. This is why Aspect has always been one of my favorite teams. But we've got a middle floor. This one could lean a little bit more into Blitzkrieg. They have shown that they have a pretty good defense. A lot of roamers this time. 2 upstairs. Not very typical.
Could work out, could not. But oh, they do have a C4 on that hatch though. I wonder if they're gonna pop it more late game. No, they already popped Geo hatch, so that's something to keep an eye on. But like you said, 2 players upstairs is kind of aggressive though. I wonder if they have Anonymous up there just to make sure no one comes up the stairs while that second player just sits on that Geo hatch.
Definitely going to be a strong play if they can really deny this room. Looks like I think the Aspect player is a little smart too. They're rotating not through the hallway. They're now going to go to the other side. Shogun, I think we just got a swap out. Shogun takes 1, takes 2. No, somehow Hero coming back with that one.
Oh, Stefan going for the engagement. Anonymous does get a pick. Faded, working his way in, but can't quite beat out Dalton Breachers. Big Lunch looking for his opportunity to plant, but still watching his back, knowing that there might be a lurk. It is a bit of a stalemate, a lull in the battle.
Like you said, Big Lunch does have EMP though. So, oh, and Hero getting that pick huge. The Dalton with the quick refrag, and Big Lunch with the Spectral somehow gets that pick and putting the EMP down on the wall. I'm surprised he didn't pick up one of the guns off the ground. Doesn't get the EMP ticked all the way. He's gonna go against an Omen, and Anonymous takes him out, gets that body shot, and tie game now. But I'm noticing the aggression from Aspect. I mean, they are just running in.
Pedal to the metal for sure. I thought Big Lunch might have been able to stick it, but I guess it doesn't even matter in the end. Anonymous coming in insane with that final pick, and they're going head to head. I like the pressure though. It's up on both sides.
Excellently done on the defensive side. Just coming down to the wire, though. Great execution. And yeah, like you said, if he would have picked up anything else other than the Spectral, he probably could have won that gunfight. Just the sheer volume of fire is hard to beat from the Omen.
It is, and I don't know. Sometimes my trigger finger sucks. Like I hate just having a pistol sometimes because I don't know. I mean, I'm really, it's really 50-50 for me. Sometimes I'm good, and sometimes it's like I've never played the game before.
I know some people
heard it here first, folks. Yeah, Juice sucks at the game.
Yeah. Nice.
I know. Gravy talks about it all the time. Whenever he like uses pistols, he's like tries to keep the grip so small, so just quick. It's less like actual pressing to get the shots off. And I'm like, I thought about it, but I don't think about it that hard, man. I just shoot.
Ooh, speaking of shooting, Mabioso gets a beautiful pick right onto DK. Nade comes out, doesn't quite get it. He pushed up. He's almost got 3. Steven comes back and gets another.
I don't even know. He played that so aggro. I mean, it worked out. Look at Aspect falling apart. They haven't even really entered the building yet, and the round's almost over. Blame in the instant gets on top of that box and keeps alive. But oh man, I mean, what is even happening right now?
I mean, I got that clipped in. We'll pull up in a second if something interesting does not show up here. I blame shutting down Steven down for the count. 1v3 though, it's gonna be hard to come back, and on top of that, check it out. EMP is still there.
Oh my god, that was tragic. That was absolutely savage, the way that they just counter-pushed off of that. Mabioso, not a single care in the world, just walked all over 2 people. Like, oh my goodness. The cojones being displayed here.
Got that first pick, and he was like kind of debating whether he should just run at him or back off, and he just full sprinted and got. I thought he was gonna get a third. Honestly, it was close, but man, I think Blame is just gonna say, yeah, he does have a Vezin. Smart play, just save the Vezin. He is like all the way far away from the map.
I didn't even know this area was accessible. That's how far I Blame is going. Oh my goodness, look at how I didn't know you could go all the way back here, dude.
I mean, hey, you got to make sure that you stay alive. There's no way any revolter is ever going to be able to reach him. They're going to run out of time by the time they get there, even if they knew where he was. But
I don't know,
said,
Shimi.
there's a
I don't know, Shimi. I think you're discounting a beautiful run out grade for grenade right in that exact position.
Yep.
You know what? Yeah, if they had a grenade, all they got is smoke. You know, maybe they can choke him out with the smoke.
You never know. Could be.
That is not a real game mechanic.
You never know. They could make it a game mechanic, though. You know, like
Remember,
mid-game update.
smokes didn't work on incense before. Guess what? Now they do.
Yeah, now they do. So the next
True.
update, now they're gonna start killing people.
Yeah, you
Gas
need they're gonna
grenades.
introduce gas mask. You have to buy a gas mask now. Use the smokes.
New utility. New utility.
Oh my lord. Well, that is going to conclude another round in Blitzkrieg's pocket.
Just it was a really good round though. I mean, Mabisio, he really set that up. I mean, you saw him just walk over and just kill 2 people pretty much off the rip, and then no one could enter the building. There were just ensigns on the floor everywhere, and all of them were just stuck outside. So it really just fell apart so fast.
So heartbreaking for the Aztec players, but so uplifting for the Blitzkrieg players. They'll be very, very happy about how that had come for them. 2-1 though, going into their 4th round. Looking solid, I think, for the first half. I'm gonna be honest, I was becoming more of an Aspect fanboy, but now Blitzkrieg might be winning me back.
I mean, they are doing very, very well against these top-tier teams. Blitzkrieg has been a team that has been hovering around kind of silver gold for a very long time. But they're really coming into their own stride this season, showcasing that they can hang with these top teams and that they have actually earned their spot in this playoff series.
It's not like they're playing like a push-away team. They're playing Aspect, and I mean, well-known players too. I mean, a lot of these players are former finalists. I don't know if every single one are, but I mean, you see Big Lunch with that finalist skin, so you know these players are good, and Blitzkrieg's hanging with them.
Mabby again playing aggressive by these corners, trying to see if they can get a little nice run out. Look at the Aspect side of things though, so wide, so spread out. I might be expecting an A push pretty soon here. Shogun though taking down 2.
Oh
I
my
don't think they were
goodness.
ready for Shogun.
Oh, and he's stunting on them. Oh, the disrespect. Oh, man.
The mid-game emote. Look, he's still emoting. What is this guy doing? He is a freak. Look at him.
Oh.
What is he doing right now? Throwing his hands. Faded by himself. Once again, the round just falls apart. Faded's going to try to walk in and get a couple. Whoa, that's 2 lineups right there. And then gets one-handed.
Yeah, I guess to say the least, Blitzkrieg definitely having a little bit of a fun time in this last one. Definitely the emoting on some of these players. Look at this run out there. Shogun taking the 1, taking the 2. Very happy about that pick there. And wow.
Oh, that was disrespectful. I can't be mad at that. That was so you deserved it. You just completely shut down the A push and left Faded holding the bag. Sure, he got the 2 kills, but it was a 1v4. Oh, moly.
And the way that he was emoting for so long too, like the other players were pushing in, he was still just doing that little emote, just jumping up and down. That was so weird. Oh, that was funny.
I feel a little disrespected, I'm not gonna lie. On the Aspect sides, I'm like, kill that guy right there.
Hey, they got him.
Did
get him
they?
in the end. Yeah, they did. They caught him mid emo.
Oh yeah.
I
I'm not even gonna count that one. If they had cleared it out of the 4-0, I would have said, hey, maybe not worth it. Anyways, Aspect going in for a wide attack, very spread out. The 1 and 4, we're seeing Mabby getting picked up by ZK.
Ooh, and the door is getting opened over on A side. Big Lunch is already in. Plant is down. Percentage is not able to win the fight against Anonymous, but an instant blocks him off, allowing Big Lunch to finish off the plant. Nade's rolling out. Oh, this is a tough situation to back out of.
Oh no, Big Lunch swinging, takes out 1, gets refragged though. That EMP went down in 20 seconds of the round starting, so really quick entry, but the bodies have just been falling for this Aspect side. But ZK evens it up at 2 apiece, but look at their health.
Faded and ZK holding it from the wallbang spot. No, I don't know if I would go for the breach. I might just maintain the wallbang. It's a little unprecedented for them. You're going to hold it, maintain that. Anonymous going in for the swing. No, he takes out both.
Oh, Anonymous salvaging the round for his team, able to get that. That was a solid spot, and they could have just continued the wall bangs, but not able to counter the run out from Anonymous and get control of the hallway. It didn't work out. Anonymous just proving to be an MVP for his team.
He's putting, look at him, 8-1 right now. Yeah, he's going crazy, putting the team on his back. That was such a quick entry from Aspect. Got the EMP down 20 seconds. They didn't even have to pop the wall to get EMP. They just walked into the objective, got it down, just couldn't hold that post plant. And then the health differential it got to them. They didn't have any stims, and that really messed them up right there. But good round from Blitzkrieg nonetheless, with an opportunity to go 5-1 here.
Honestly, I'm getting nervous for Aspect because Blitzkrieg might run away with this one. 5-1 is not what you want to be fighting against. 4-2, again, recoverable, something you can do some work with, but they're just getting smacked down, and it's heartbreaking to see how after the 7-4 win, by the way, from Aspect on map 2. So it felt like it'd be a lot closer of a map in a map 3, but I'm just not seeing it.
No, this is gonna be such a heavy uphill battle for Aspect. They have to start now on getting that rolling momentum to carry themselves back to even. It's a lot to ask.
Oh man, but look at them. They're already in the objective. It has been 10 seconds, Shimmy. 10 seconds and they're already in. Util dumping connector, and they are getting that EMP down, and they are, oh my goodness, look at all that fire everywhere. The wall's being opened by that C4. Anonymous takes out one, Mabisio takes out a second. ZK trying to go for a swing. What in the world? And it's a 3v2.
This post plant not looking good. Mobby taking another one. What is going on? They're just letting them run right through them. Hero coming around though. Takes out the one. Takes out one. Whoa!
Oh my god, no way! No way! What a beautiful clutch from Hero. He just plays around, comes from the back, and manages to catch everybody off guard. Well played.
They were not watching that at all. That wall being open, and the crazy thing is the defense opened up that wall, and he used it to rotate back around. Got a 3K, 1v3 to clutch that up. That is crazy. Well done, and it gives them, like Martini was saying, gives them a little bit more wiggle room if they want to come back.
Please, Aspect, I want to see you get a little bit closer to Blitzkrieg. Can we get maybe an equalizer? Maybe, you know, dare I say it, another overtime.
It would be good to see. This would be a way to finish off the series. I mean, we've seen 2 very controlling maps so far, and having a tiebreaker on overtime finish it out would be a fantastic finish to this weekend's playoffs. But at least Aspect is starting to get back into gear. I mean, they had to, it came down to a clutch play, but still, that is something that they can work off of. That's some momentum in their pocket.
That's all we need, a little momentum, and curious to see how this Blitzkrieg offense works. Look, they're just doing the same thing. Mabisio, oh no, missed every bullet and died. What in the? Oh no! And there's so many people. It's all up to Shogun. What just happened?
God.
What? And he killed.
Wait, he's won?
Oh my goodness! And he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Let me pull in. I think I got one of the replays. We saw, I think they tried to do a quick hash play, somehow could not kill iBlame. iBlame gets the one, can't get the second. Another pick over in the corner there. Then Blitzkrieg kind of just falls apart at that point.
Oh my god, it fell to absolute pieces in a mere manner of seconds. That's just what happens when you're not prepared. They pushed in a little bit too recklessly, a little bit too absent-minded, and it just completely fell apart.
Looks like they're gonna probably do a split push right here. Maybe a bait from B, switch over to A, but oh man, what is going on with my? There we go. Okay, I don't know. I'm curious to see what kind of push they do, but look at the Aspect side. They're definitely setting up as if it's gonna be a B push. They have 2 people upstairs holding the hatch, or maybe just one. Now a second. They only have 1, maybe 2 people holding that rotate over to A.
Looks like they are going to have a split push, at least on the Blitzkrieg side of things. We can see the sort of 3-2 setup right now. Shogun and Mobby maybe trying to go in to this side. It's a beautiful instant, taking so much damage. Shogun, though, getting that pick somehow.
Whoo. Anonymous looking to push up onto Faded, but Faded is nice and tough, making sure that's safe. Ooh, but the wall blows onto A, and the push begins. Dalton getting one kick, but Percentage getting another.
The EMP is down on the wall. That's something to keep in mind. So now Aspect knows that they have to commit to this push right here. Faded with 1 kill of his own, and they're looking to tie it up right now. Anonymous gets a pick, but now sitting on 1 health. A combined 11 between him and Shogun. Not looking ideal considering they're going against 2 players full HP.
Beautiful wall bang. They're just Anonymous now having to play against Aspect. And I mean, talk about a side dip at this point. They have just been rolling them over, even with the surprises.
Oh man. Aspect's defense is looking good enough, and the offense from Blitzkrieg just is not looking as refined as it needs to. This might just be exactly what Aspect needs to get that full momentum back that they needed. I mean, they're already back to even. They could absolutely carry this all the way to the very end.
They are on a roll right now, like you said, tying it up, and look at their economy. They're all buying rifles right now. Two Maruis, 2 Cadillos, a Viper, so looking pretty good. And yeah, no full buys from the Blitzkrieg side. They just don't have enough money. They have 2 Cadillos, and then they're resorting to a couple RCPs, a Viper. Oh man, I expect Aspect to stay really aggressive. I imagine they're gonna pop this B wall and play out, but I mean, we got to see what happens.
Big Lunch setting up some of these proxies. I thought they were gonna do a trip mine. I'm like, wow, that's really aggressive to be so far up there. But again, Blitzkrieg trying to figure out how to approach this. Looks like they might be going in for the meta push this time around.
We do see the doors open up, wall being blown by them as well.
Oh.
ZK getting the immediate first pick into Red Room.
That is a huge pick. I mean, within another, like, I think we're seeing so many picks happen within the first few seconds of the round. I feel like it's been every single round so far, someone has died within the first 5 seconds, and Abyssio falls victim to that, but Dalton takes out that ZK player holding red, so, I mean, they get a little bit of a 1-for-1 right there.
Beautiful little lean there. I don't know if you noticed the ragdoll physics made the Aspect player look a little funny there, but we're seeing a swap up going to an A, rotate instead as Aspect going to read their own, a switch up. No, I don't see anyone reacting as Faded now rotating to side. We see Shogun setting up right and dancing in front of the wall.
Oh, wall blows and Faded is ready for it. He immediately instants off. There's a nade. He's able to completely avoid the damage, but Dalton is still able to find Percentage. It is down, man disadvantage, and another instant comes out and pushes Big Launch. He gets taken down.
Oh no, it's all up to Blame with a Knut in hand. This is quite a predicament to be in, and I don't know if he's going to save the Knut or if he's going to try to go for this, but it's not looking the best. I mean, he actually has a Jesper in his other hand too, so oh no, he might get blown up by the drone.
Oh no, not the ring around the rosy with the drone. Does get it to explode in his face, and of course, I don't know if he's going to be able to stick some of this. They're enjoying themselves. Oh, right to the face. 1 Knut. EMP still down, though. Not going to love the long angles.
Oh my god, that round was a travesty. What a great switch up from Blitzkrieg, being able to come around to A, get that thing for free, and just completely punish that Aspect defense.
That was great. I mean, I love a good rush like that. They took over that site after they took out Faded right there. I mean, it was like smooth sailing. They got in through Ensigns and Connector, just held it down perfectly. So that's what they got to do, and that's what they just did. Took the lead right now. So Blitzkrieg up right now, buying a lot of rifles here. It seems like 3 Maruis. So it's looking up for them. I mean, we might see Blitzkrieg come out on top.
I'm imagining, I don't know if y'all see this meme. It's like an old one. It's like, y'all down, but I'm up right now, and that's Blitzkrieg right now. They're very happy about the position they're gonna be in. To what is going on? Anyways, Blitzkrieg getting ready to attack another site there. Aspect, though, I'm wondering, can they hold this one back? We're seeing a couple buys. It's looking tough in terms of the economy, but again, aggressive defensive hold right now. I blame my aim right here on the corner.
Oh, there goes first window, and Percentage is just waiting right there, looking for his opportunity. Spectral in hand. The buy is really low right now for Aspect.
Oh no, he had a nade toss to him, so he had to push up too. Wow, good nade toss, forcing him to walk up, and Anonymous able to capitalize off that. Get that pick, Shogun with one of his own. So early lead here for this Blitzkrieg side. I mean, they got that 5-3 man advantage. They could probably just... I mean, I wonder if they're just going to storm in sight, but they do have to keep an eye out on Faded coming up from that flank.
ZK knocking down Shogun, and this is so spread out of an attack and defense. I'm really not sure how to interpret this. Taking the 2 pick there from Faded. That's gonna be a huge swim. And a 3 pick from Faded. That's exactly what they needed.
Oh my god, this is completely reversed. Faded completely dictating how this match is going to go, but Mauricio is going to find ZK. He doesn't have EMP. He has to go all the way back. Faded is low on health. He can take advantage of this. And I Blame still has a Marui, so Aspect still has a very, very solid foothold. It looks like Mauricio is either going to save? No, he is going to rotate.
Gonna go for that EMP. I saw Faded that whole time crouch walking up. Nobody was checking the stairs. I knew that was gonna be a really good opportunity for them, and he was able to capitalize off that. Just got that stim. He's gonna get his health up, but the Aspect team actually left the EMP in the kitchen area, so I'm pretty sure they saw it, but they kind of gave it up here. So Mauricio might be able to take control of it and at least be able to bait EMP if he's able to get in the site.
I'm surprised if they had seen it. I'm surprised they let it play it out. Mabi now going in for the long rotate. Able to somehow, honestly, within good time, pick it up and not get killed at this point. They got to commit to it. No, Faded looked away at the wrong moment, but thank goodness. Oh my goodness. I blame my aim. I'm going to be honest. I would be praising them right now if I were you. Faded my shoulder king, by the way. But let's give that little replay back because it's a beautiful 3K pickup there from Faded.
Oh my goodness, I Blame really did manage to cover his teammate well, but I did love the Kool-Aid Man play coming from Mauricio, going straight through the wall and right into Faded's face.
That pig couldn't get the second, though, unfortunate. Aspect ties them. We might actually see a 6-6 game. It's really shaping up to be like an overtime. I'm trying to look at the weapons. I mean, a lot of buys. We have a Knut actually coming out from Big Lunch, so it's always fun watching a shotgun. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know who's going to win this. I feel like every time I think I know what's going to happen, the complete opposite happens.
I think that's what makes this game in particular really fun, that it's really anyone's game until the very end. That's how we got to a map 3. That's how we got to 5-5. At this point, I wouldn't be shocked if we see a 6-6. So we'll see in just a bit. I want to see, honestly, if Big Lunch does get a pick with that Kinet in hand, because that's always a very ballsy move to take.
Oh, it definitely is, but we're getting into this. Let's see who gets the lead after this round. Doors have opened. Big Lunch with the Knut out the window right into Mauricio's face.
Oh man, he leaned out of the window and just one-hand Knutted Mauricio. I mean, that is tragic. Took him out, and he's just gonna get back to sight. I mean, what an opening pick coming out from your Knut.
The rest of the team trying to figure out how to pick up the pieces. I think they are going to be going in for that B site play instead. Maybe, I'm not sure my eyes are incorrect, but do they have a C4 planted underneath the hole? They do? Is that to prevent them from running over it?
Oh, man. They're still looking for their chance to get this wall phone, but Faded is not giving them an opportunity. Just continually wall banging the wall, making sure that there's no chance that he can do it without getting detected. Stefan is making his way around to the opposite wall. ZK holding that tight corner.
ZK going for went for the swing, didn't shoot though, and he's gonna re-swing it. Oh, that was once again a ballsy play, and it worked out in their favor. Got that pick. So look at this 5-3 man advantage. So looking good for Aspect right here. They gotta capitalize and finish this round off. Oh no.
Gonna take open the breach. ZK though taking out Dalton. They weren't ready for that. Shogun with their own refrag. Hero trying to knock them down. Everyone on the Aspect team gonna be holding down a site at this point. Shogun though trying the best. Big Lunch with another shotgun. What is going on here?
Oh my god, Percentage is working his way out of the wall. He's gonna look for his chance to get Shogun, and he's gonna find it, and that puts match point into Aspect's favor.
I love the Canet. I mean, that's just so funny. We've seen so many shotgun plays today, and it always makes my day a little better. And I mean, it worked out so well for Aspect right there. Got that win. Was it Blame? Blame got a 2 kills with that Canet. So really, I mean, it's really working out. Or was it Big Lunch? It might have been Big Lunch, but either or, 2 kills with the Canet. That's awesome. And I think you get like a good economy boost for getting kills with Canets. I'm pretty sure.
Is that included with the SMG? I forgot if the
it
shotgun was impacted by that too. I mean, if it was, good for them. If not, just a liar. That's how it goes. So, anyways, we move on to.
He did already admit that he sucks. So
Yeah,
I
I did.
trust his word.
Yeah, you know what? Don't trust me. Don't trust me. I don't know.
No.
All right,
Oh,
we come into one of the potentially last rounds here. Aspect on match point 6 and 5. Guys, let's take the bet right now. Who do you think is gonna get this? Do we go to overtime, or does Aspect make sure they clean this one up?
I think Aspect's got it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I'm gonna go for the overtime.
Now, Martini does always love a good overtime, but we got some drones going in, looking for intel. Kind of just poking and prodding A. Faded, seeing that drone, does take it out. Push begins, and Stefan is the first one in the building.
I love the position Big Lunch is in. He's on the Canet, and he's really close on the door. Oh, he is waiting to punish one of these players. He is just waiting for his cue, and there it is! He takes out one, gets refragged, though, but gets a lot of damage. Shogun at 1 health, Dalton low as well. And grenade, how did that grenade... Good grenade toss from ZK, and it's a 3-3 split now, but a lot of damage from the Blitzkrieg side, so not looking the best. And it seems like they're going to rotate. The wall on A was already open, so I don't think they were going to risk crossing over.
I can see the rotate, though. I'm wondering, is Aspect going to be smart enough? I'm not sure they're far enough that you can't hear the sound cues, but they got to rush it now. They don't want to take too long, otherwise they're going to know they got to rotate right now. No, they blow open the door by shooting it. Take a frag, of course, and I think Aspect knows what's going on.
Yeah, they did manage to leave ZK inside of the site to get that early info. The moment he heard it, he called for that rotate, and here we are, just a stalemate. Well, Dalton tries to find anything that he can action off of. Anonymous getting an instant ready, throwing it right to ZK's old position, but missing.
Oh, that sucks. And also, the wall's open. Oh, yeah, look, it seems like they're just going to keep going for these rotates. Dalton stays behind, but I don't know if they have the time to keep going back and forth. Dalton trying to make some noise, and I don't know if they hear the rotate or not. It seems like there's only one player still on A. Dalton's actually doing a really good job baiting. Yeah, look, he pulls percent over, and the rest of the Blitzkrieg team might be able to just walk into the objective.
Mobby got to play this smart. Hero, though, going to be hearing another call out. ZK on the back. Time is counting down. 20 seconds in a dream. And Anonymous getting picked up, though, with the refrag. I'm waiting for Mobby. You got to commit now. This is it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, it's 13 seconds left. He has to do something. He has to work it. They hear the plant go down, and Percentage is taking that as his opportunity to push up. He barely gets past the wall. It is a 1v2.
Oh!
Faded is going to get it, and that is going to be it.
Aspect wins it. What a game. Faded TKs himself, and the Aspect's moving on. Wow, what a match. And 7-5, that was really close.
I was just watching. I'm like, wow, just Anonymous, a couple shots in a dream, and they were so close. They played it, honestly, I think, as well as they could have there. Just, I think it came down to Aspect just playing a little bit better on some of those gun 1-on-1 fights, 1v1 fights.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I gotta give it to, like, Blitzkrieg. Again, they've really come a long way. Early seasons, they were not a great team, but here they are in the playoffs, really showing that they have what it takes to hang. Like, they put a lot of pressure on Aspect, an old team, an old high-level team. And it worked out for them. They may not be advancing, but they got their finalist skin. They proved that they can hang with these other top-tier players. Like, well done. Well done.
Exactly, and if they stick around, maybe they can even advance farther next season if they do stick together as a team. But that's something you never know. You never know, especially with the breaks. People leave teams, people get busy, so you never know. But well done to Aspect. That was really fun to watch.
I think you definitely make a good point about there's some chemistry being built up there, and Blitz being not as old of a team. Aspect's got, I mean, they have a weird, very, very long history, but I think it does help produce, obviously, some great players, some great team chemistry in the end. I mean, check out a lot of these replays. Both teams having some crazy, insane multi-kills there. Obviously, I think Aspect standing out just a little bit more on his final map. Anything else y'all want to say about these two teams?
Aspect, congratulations. Moving on again. You guys are back in the top 8, moving on to the semifinals. It's good to see y'all again. It's good to see y'all back in the game. Big Lunch, I'm still jealous of your monitor though.
Ooh, heard it here first. Jealous of the monitor. What's so special about the monitor?
He's got a 49-inch OLED monitor.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's like a TV.
It is. It's insane.
That's a TV at that point. All right. Well, unfortunately for everyone watching at home, I wish we could give you some more Breachers casts. I know it's been a long day for me. I don't know about y'all, but it has been a very long day for me. We'll be signing off pretty soon, and congratulations to the Aspect team. They'll be moving on and playing in these semifinals next week. Remember, this is a single elimination tournament. Everyone that lost today, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you're going to be out of your team, and that is going to be it. Next week, though, check out these semifinals. Acer and Fire going to be playing it off in Game 5, Formula 3, and of course, as we just found out, Aspect will be playing it out in Game 6, and whoever loses that will be going on to the bronze match, and then the winners, obviously, will be going on to the grand finals, both playing on a Sunday instead. So definitely check us out next weekend for some additional Breachers actions and some top tier stuff coming out. We'll see what they end up doing. I'm excited to see who ends up oh my goodness, my mind is tired, as you can definitely see there. Long day. I mean, how many hours of casting have I done? So 3 hours, 5 hours. I've been doing 8 hours of casting. I know Shimi's been doing a good amount too. Juice came on EU with me too, and of course Colt. So we definitely been putting in hours as much as we can, because I love the playoffs. I don't know about y'all, I really enjoy this, but unfortunately that'll be it for us tonight. Have a good night. We'll see y'all next weekend.
VRML is brought to you by Helga, the esports manager, Triangle Factory. Thanks for watching VRML.